distance by map going on mouse, and when you go on it, it has secondary click, right click, but there's also something that says trackpad, but I don't have one. So,
Alright, well, yeah, we'll see if we can make it work. And I don't know, maybe we can figure out a longer term solution later. Alright, so Philia was our scribe last time. Quentin, you would be up this week. You okay scribing?
yeah.
Alright. So, Philia, do you want to give us a quick recap of what happened last time?
Okay. We all joined together to basically join a caravan group to protect shipments, I guess, going to the town of Chaur, Chaur. Since it's been getting attacked by every chance it's gone out, whether it be by barbarians or by elven archers, according to the caravan master who is Shock, I believe. Our group basically attempted to figure out what's going on. A lot of tomfoolery has been going on, a lot of shady dealings, such as a magical box getting handoff and being hidden to a top secret protected uh, wagon at me, Quentin, and Karen tried to get into. Karen distracting Shock, and me and Quentin pretending that we lost our cat. Next day, we went to the market, got a couple of things, and we headed out. The first day was okay and safe. Now we're getting close to the bridge. Quentin saw movement across the bridge, and him and a soldier, town guard, went to check it out, while Philia stayed on top of the bridge and Karen stayed with Shock.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we left off. I think that a button was found that someone
Yeah.
recognized as
Yeah.
being an insignia of a dark elf household, which was very odd. Uh,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say Marcellinus was already part of the group, just kind of being quiet in the background as one of the soldiers to bring him in easier.
Hmm.
So you all probably would have met him. You may have just not spoken to him much before this. As for
I would have brought him water at some point.
yeah, you probably talked to him along with the other soldiers. As for Moonbiter, he is yet to be seen by the group. So let's get back to it. It is the 87th of summer, 9 p.m., getting close to late night. What does the group want to do?
Well, I think Quentin was running off in his box form to go find that person that scared him.
Yeah. So from what it was, you'd said it'd been an hour ago, roughly, they'd gone. Or they'd, I don't know. I know they'd walked past recently, and I was going to go follow and see where they were going in fox form, because I still had long strider cast, so an extra 10 feet of movement for an hour. So yeah.
How are you going to follow them?
Wild shape into fox.
But I mean, how do you know where they went?
You said because I saw the tracks. You saw it said that I knew they'd gone. No, they'd gone the.
Alright, so
we went.
you want to try to go across the bridge and follow the trail?
Yeah.
Alright. Is anyone going with you, or are you going yourself?
Gonna go on my own because I thought fox would be less suspicious.
Alright. Give me a survival check to try to track these tracks. Okay. So you begin following the tracks down the river. However, after about 15 minutes or so, you kind of lose the trail. You're not sure where they went.
Was the trail following the river bank?
It seemed like it was going northeast along the river. Then it kind of cuts north a bit, and that's where you lost it. You don't see the signs of movement anymore, or the signs of passage.
Probably would go another 10 minutes in that line to see if I picked up anything.
I'm just kind of heading north into the woods there.
Yeah, roughly, just like heading a little bit and just seeing if I can pick up anything more as I go. For a little bit. Or I just look around for an extra 10 minutes and then if I didn't find anything, then come back.
What's your passive perception?
Mine is 16.
Okay. So you're looking around this area. Give me a perception check.
Now, as the fox, I don't know if this. No, does it give me advantage? Yeah. So as a fox, I've got advantage. Oh, that's wisdom. No, perception. Yeah, I have advantage on perception if I use my hearing. So.
This would not relate to hearing because the person is long gone. Yeah. So you find a trail. Give me another survival check if you want to try to track it.
Yep.
Okay. So with a 12, unfortunately, this trail would go cold as well after maybe like, I don't know, like a half a mile or so. So it's probably about 10 o'clock at this point, and it's getting hard to see even with dark vision.
Okay, I'd probably just head back then, considering like I keep finding it and losing it.
It seems like they were headed kind of in the direction of Chaur, whoever it was. Alright, so you would head back, rejoining the group at about, probably about 10:30. It's pretty late. The guards don't really notice you coming into camp because you're a fox. What do you want to do?
Anyone awake in the group?
Yeah, the group I think is all still awake. They haven't started their watch shifts yet. Because usually,
I'm chatting with the guards and I'm giving everybody water.
yeah.
I'm just
Karen.
gonna watch them all for a bit. I'm just gonna have fun and just watch them all and see if anyone notices a fox just watching.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they probably all notice you.
Weird. What's that fox doing here?
Yeah, I mean, didn't they see you turn into a fox before you left?
I wasn't trying to hide it, but I suppose it depends if anyone was paying attention.
Yeah. So, yeah, you probably would all notice a fox moving through the brush at one point or another. But is anyone else doing anything of note? Or should I just pass time through the evening?
That's pastime.
Alright, so I assume Quentin would come back into the camp at some point. The guards are getting ready for their night watches. Mars.
I want to go scare shock. I want to go scare shock and do it again.
Alright, are you doing anything, Marcellinus?
Probably with the other guards, keeping watch.
Alright, so you're just kind of keeping watch, maybe speaking with Karen a bit. You want to scare Shock. How are you going to scare Shock?
I'm going to do what I did with the cat, but with the fox.
Okay. So you're just going to walk up to him and turn back into yourself?
Yep.
Okay.
Fun.
Yeah, so he is up front keeping an eye on the bridge. How are you gonna do this? Just walk up to him?
Is he, like, next to the, like... Is there a wall of the bridge that I could jump on and just sit there, look at him, and then just change back? Or no?
Yeah, there's probably a wall up on the bridge.
Right, I'll go jump up on that. Turn around and, like, strike the fox and then shift back.
So he sees you jump up on the ledge there. He says, "Oh, is that you, Quentin?"
On that, and then shift back. Just like, yep. No, I got this voice. Crap.
And he laughs. He says, "I'm on to you. You're not gonna fool me again."
Not very hard considering all of my animals are all black.
He laughs. He says, "Yes, exactly. I'm starting to catch on to your tricks."
Totally. I'll never get one by you. Then I'll go join everybody else.
Okay. So the evening passes. Well, it's passing. Give me a d20 roll. All right. So yeah, the evening passes without much of an issue. You're still in somewhat safe area. It is now the next day, the 88th of summer. Shock says, "Alright, we're going into dangerous territory. Everyone be ready. Does anyone have anything they need to do before we cross the bridge?" Says, "Alright."
Ophelia gets up and quickly goes to the lake or riverbank and collects more water in her water skin.
Okay. Get some. Fill up your water skins. He nods.
I'll make a quick prayer to Ilmater to bless our journey.
Good idea. How do you say it? Marcellinus?
Yeah, Marcellinus, yeah.
Says, good idea, Marcellinus. Keep the gods on our sides. We're probably gonna need their help.
Quinton's just gonna sit on one of the wagons.
Okay. Let me check something real quick.
Music is suspicious.
This
music is getting very suspicious. It's getting very suspicious. Oh my gosh.
Oh, is that through the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at a different game for some commands that I just realized are not in this game.
Right.
I promise it's not some evil boss coming. Let's see. Alright, I think I have what I need. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah, that works. Alright, so the group is traveling across the bridge and into the danger area. You are going down the road, keeping a close eye out as you're walking through this place. At one point you do pass the wreckage of what appears to be a caravan. Shock says, this is where one of our caravans went down. He says, let's hold up a sec. I want to check and see if there's anything they left behind. And he's going to start taking a look at the debris and wrecked wagons. Does anyone want to do anything?
Yeah, Quinn's gonna keep a lookout.
Sorry, what?
No.
Did you say keep a lookout?
Yeah, Quinton will. Like, he'll look around because it's like perfect place for an ambush.
Yeah, alright, so you're keeping your eyes out. Did someone else say something?
Yeah,
I
I'm
was just
gonna
gonna say.
help.
Oh, sorry. Go.
Yeah, is that no one?
Yeah, that's no one. I'm gonna
Yeah.
help. Shock.
A search, alright.
Yeah.
Marcellinus, did you say something?
I would assist Quentin with his keeping a lookout.
Okay, so the two of you are keeping an eye out. Karen, or no one, give me a perception check. Or investigation, actually. Either one would be applicable. They would give you different types of information.
Better. Investigation.
Alright, so you kind of are looking around the scene, getting a feel for what may have happened here. Judging by some of the arrow strikes and where most of the damage is, you would guess that this was some kind of ambush that came from the nearby forest line. Probably they opened up with arrows and sent all their people in afterwards. You don't see anything. Well, what's your passive perception?
I think it's like 9.
9? Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
see much in the way of like leftover supplies or anything useful. It seems like they took most of the stuff, burnt some of these carriages. One of the carriages kind of fell over when it tried to go down the road and like toppled off of it. But there's nothing much in the way that you can see that's valuable.
Now, do our guards wield like arrows?
Yes,
And-
they do. They have crossbow. Well, actually, no, they have crossbows. Sorry, not arrows.
Well, can I take a look at the arrows that were left behind and see like if their design kind of denotes any specific group?
Do you have
like-
history?
I do now.
Give me a history check. So the craftsmanship of the arrows is, or the bolts, I should say. The craftsmanship is a bit crude. You think that this is something more modern, probably some sort of. You guess these are hobgoblin crafted,
Okay.
and probably something of the Nazic Empire, the Desert Empire to the northwest.
Oh. Hey, Shock.
So this probably isn't someone local.
No.
Whoever whoever this attack was. He says, "I."
Did you see any like hobgoblins when we were attacked?
He says, "I believe it was just orcs and humans. The times I've been attacked, the first 2 caravans I was with. Why?"
Because, well, these arrows, they don't look they don't look orcish at all.
He takes
they
a
look-
look. He says, "What do you think? What do they look like to you?"
Well, hobgoblin. That's why I asked.
Hobgoblin.
Like desert. Was it desert people?
Nazic Empire, yeah. Nazic Empire is up here in the Nemorak Desert. It's basically kind of like a adjacent empire that is much more. It's run by warlords, like kind of a loose conglomerate of state warlords that continually fight for control. So it's kind of. What would a good word be? Maybe barbaric, but they are fairly powerful when it comes to martial matters. They have had some skirmishes with the Teruvian Empire, but right now there is an uneasy peace as far as you know. Because they're mostly just involved in their own internal struggles. Though sometimes they do raid border towns to try to get supplies, but not often. It hasn't happened in a long time.
And we're nowhere near them, right?
I mean, you're about a week's journey from the desert, so you're not close.
Not close, but like, not like far. So it like seeing their equipment here wouldn't be surprising.
No, not surprising. I mean, like I said, there have been times in the past where where they've attacked the Teruvian Empire, but it's not something that happens often. So it might be a little bit surprising to see the Hobgoblin bolts here, because that means this might be something more organized than just banditry.
Yeah. And are there any bodies?
It does not look like it, no. If there were, they were probably dragged away. You do see some, like, well, actually, no, with your perception, you wouldn't have noticed anything like blood or anything like that with a 9. Shock says, did you mention the Empire, Tim, or just hobgoblins?
Oh, no, I told him everything.
Okay. Nazik. That's a little bit worrisome. Good work there, Karen. He says it gives more of a hint as to what might be going on here.
Certainly not banditry. Or at least very resourceful bandits.
Aye. It's, says I wouldn't expect hobgoblins to be this far east. Alright, well, let's keep an eye out. He says, everything's secure. He says, yes, Shock. No one has moved in. He says, alright, let's keep going. Does anyone want to do anything else before you continue? Okay, so you continue traveling. Give me a d20 roll. Okay. So you're moving throughout the day. It's starting to get late. At around 8 p.m., Shock kind of curses and says, we weren't going quick enough. We still got about 6 hours to travel. And I don't necessarily want to move through the night. Attacking us in the dark would be a perfect way to hit us. I think we should camp the night and try to make it in the morning. Then at least if they attack, we'll have a defensible position. What do you all think?
That sounds like the most prudent course of action.
He nods. Does anyone have any other opinion, or are you all okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Alright, so he says, alright, let's set down camp. Get the torches and we'll keep watch. If they're going to attack us, this is going to be the time, so everyone stay vigilant. Oh. Right here.
I will. Can I ritually? How big does my alarm spell get?
Are you using a spell, or are you going to ritual it?
Oh, it'd definitely be ritual.
Alright, so make sure you give yourself that spell slot back. If you do it ritual, you could just link the description.
Yeah, no, I clicked on it without thinking.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it's only like a 20-foot cube. So I will try and do it around the caravans as best I could.
Okay.
It's a mental.
Quick question. Now that we have another person, where do you want to put Marcellinus in the watch shift? Because we have one evening, one night, and one morning person. I guess which watch do you want to put him on?
I am happy with any of them. If people want to move, or I'm happy to take the evening since no one's on that one.
I don't think we assigned a quartermaster for the group. So quartermaster is just someone who kind of tracks the treasure the group gets and keeps an eye on things like the watch. Is anyone okay with being quartermaster? Any volunteers? No one.
I can. Yeah, no one can do it.
Oh, I more meant no one was saying
I know.
anything, but all right, no one. Thank you. So no one is the quartermaster. So you should be able to edit the watch shift if you want to. Where did you say you want to go, Marcellinus?
I'm happy wherever. I have dark vision, so I don't mind being on night.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that would help out for the evening. Yeah. So, all right. So you're gonna. Could you add him to the night shift? And
Okay.
and also there is a thing under resources called Party Treasure. The group hasn't found anything yet, but if you do, usually the quartermaster can put stuff in there. We still have to figure out who's carrying it. Usually people use the strongest person in their group, but yeah, that's kind of a way of tracking treasure until you figure out what you want to do with it. Okay. So you have your watch shift all prepared, and you are heading off to bed. Give me another d20 roll.
Again, I'm just like chatting with people, hanging out,
Okay.
being friendly.
All right. Give me one moment.
Maintaining those connections.
Oh, someone's, I can hear someone's music in the background. Oh, it went off. Who is that? I think it's, Gallo Glass. I hear the music a little bit, and you're using speakers.
Yeah.
Alright.
You want me to?
If you turn down the volume a little, it'll probably fix it. If you go to the cog and just turn down the master volume a little bit. Let me check something.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, so during the evening, you're all getting settled in, going to bed. It is night watch, so we have Marseilles and who is the other one?
Philia.
Philia. Oh, and Marseilles, you did say you had dark vision. Okay, what do you have, 60 feet?
It is 60 feet, yes.
Okay, let me set that up on your token. Because I did not know if you had that or not.
But I mean, I would also, if I don't wake anyone, I'd also cast light.
Oh, yeah. So if you ever want to use your light spell, there is
Torch?
yeah, there's a torch under resources. Though for the world map, you don't have to worry about that. But I will make sure I note that you would have a light going. Okay. So there's you, and there is Philia on watch right now. The others are currently sleeping. Which is no one and Quentin. Alright, so it's pretty late at night. It's kind of hard to see, dark out. You're keeping a watch, keeping an eye on everything, when suddenly there is a yell from somewhere in the back and front of the caravan. You hear guards yelling, "Someone's coming!" And you would hear the sound of arrows suddenly begin to fly through the air. Looking around, there are several guards near you who are frantically drawing their spears and checking the different angles as you see a couple of orcs come running out of the forest towards the group, roaring.
So we all wake up.
Philia will go and wake up the group, screaming,
Alright.
"Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!"
So Quentin and no one, give me perception checks at disadvantage. I'll see if this wakes you naturally. Oh,
Nope.
all right. So
What?
no one.
What?
No one. Oh, actually, Quentin, you have a 16, so that would be an 11 because we use your passive if you roll under that. So actually, you would wake up as well. So Quentin and Karen, you also are awakened by these noises. Now I need. Actually, I need a moment because I just remembered something. Da, da, da. So I need initiatives from all the party members. So make sure you click on your token and then you click the initiative button.
What's your rule about sleeping in armor?
I don't generally have a problem with it. It's fine.
Oh, thank you.
You probably wouldn't be sleeping with your shield strapped to your arm. So if you want to use a shield, you will have to take a moment to fasten it. But you can say your armor was on if you want.
I don't think I have a shield, but yeah, I was just curious. You would be armorless or not.
So I'm going to try something new for this. I'm hoping it works out all right. Alright, do we have all of your initiatives?
I think no, you didn't get mine. I don't think I did it correctly.
So you just make sure that you click on your token, and while you have it selected, you click the initiative button.
Like the video token or like the token on the... Because I don't see anything.
You don't see your token right here?
It's just a black screen.
Yeah, it's back over there. Initiative
Well,
button.
It would be black for you because she's inside the carriage, but no one, you don't have any sight?
I have...
Oh, why is your vision turned off? Here, try this. Can you see your token now?
I sure can.
How do you click for initiative?
So you just click on the token.
Yeah, then you click the initiative button. Let me make sure I set your token to have vision. That's weird, it wasn't set up that way.
I mean, I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, but it should still give you normal vision, so now you should have it.
I still only see a black screen and my token.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, so it's dark in the carriage. If you want, you can light up a torch on your turn, but for now you wouldn't see anything because it's just pitch black in here. You would see shadows moving around outside because you think there's a torch lit. But, yeah, currently, yeah, you wouldn't see much from in here because it's dark. Philia, did you ever figure out the initiative thing, or...?
I'm clicking it from the character sheet. I don't see the button on my token.
So, I would there isn't a button on your token yet. Actually, I can assign those. Give me a moment here. Because I do have, well, I have to go look at the command. One moment. Apologies. Because I can put an initiative button on your token, but you should be able to do it from your character sheet if you have your token selected, then just click initiative. But I can certainly make it easier. Let's see.
There she is.
I got it. I went to the character sheet.
Okay. Now, would you all like macros assigned to your tokens so you don't have to open your sheet up to use some of your stuff?
Yes, please.
Alright, let me do that then. So... Philia, Marseilles, no one, Quentin, and... Alright, so now when you click on your token, you should see some macros at the top of the screen for some of your abilities and initiative. So that'll be helpful anyway. Alright, so I think we have everyone. I'm trying this a little bit different than how I usually do this battle. I hope it's not too bad. So the
Did
first...
you,
yeah.
quick question. I haven't rolled yet. Did you want me to or not?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
please. Alright, you rolled. So the first act is an orc to the south who is going to... Or wait, no, the first act is a guard here who is going to yell, "We're under attack! We're under attack! Gods!" He is going to start moving... Oh, actually, no. He is going to cower, taking the dodge action as he readies for an incoming attack. Now the orc to the south goes. He is going to attack the guard that he's on. Actually, why do I keep getting a beeping noise? What's going on? Sorry, just give me one moment. Does anyone know how to disable the beeping for the text? I haven't done this in a while, I guess. I'm looking for that command.
The bloop sound?
In
Yeah.
Discord?
Yeah, no, in the Roll20, the like, boop, whenever the chat does something.
Under the cogwheel, text chat options, and the background chat sounds, I think.
Text chat options. Oh, yeah, there it is. Thank you. Why was I not seeing that? Alright, because I think I have it turned on in both of my things. I'm just getting like beep, 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 beep. It's like, what is going on? Alright, I think I'm set. So the orc down south is going to roar and attack the guard who's trying desperately to keep him back. So he takes a swing. 11 would not be enough, and the guard would dodge and yell, "We need help to the south!" Another orc over here is going to attack this guard, swinging his great axe. 22 would land for 13, cutting right into his chest. And he goes down. Shock yells, "You bastard!" He runs up, and he is going to take a swing. Using his longsword. Oh, natural 1. The orc would block with his axe. Guard to the south fights back. Stabbing with his spear. 14, I believe, would strike, actually. Yep, so he hits the orc for 7 points of damage. To the... Somewhere else in the area, Hobgoblin is battling. I guess I don't have to play by play all these guys, I'll just do the rolling. So he takes a swing at the guard. Oh, darn it. Did I just freeze up? Sorry, give me 1 sec. Alright, so he's taking a swing. Huh. Okay, the orc is fighting down south. We could say nasty stab on this guy. There's some yells to the west of you. I need help over here, and he's gonna take a shot, hitting this guy for 3. Alright, no one. So you were awakened by all this noise. You wake up in the darkness of the carriage. You see lots of movement from all around. You can leave this carriage through the front or back easily, so the north or south side.
Well, last I heard was they needed help in the south, so I'm gonna head south.
Okay. So you, I'll say you were already standing, awakened as they ran in, so you can take your full movement.
I can't see anything, so I don't know where I'm going.
So if you move south, you can get out of the wagon. There's also a way out to the north, right next to you.
I can't I can't see anything on the screen.
Yeah, right now you're in the darkness of the wagon. So once you move somewhere, you should be able to see.
And how do I move?
You can click and drag your token if you... Yeah, there you go. So when you get to here, you can start... I assume you see light over here, right?
Yeah, and off to the side, too.
Yeah, so you can kind of see around now that you step out of the wagon. You hear fighting coming from here, here, and down south are the 3 areas you hear fighting from.
Well, I see light over here, so I'm gonna head this way.
Oh,
I
and
guess.
actually, there would be light to the south, so let me light that up.
Because I would have gone south.
Yeah, sorry, give me a sec, because they would have had torches to the south as well. Because the humans would need them to see.
Alright, I'm gonna head south. And I have 30 feet of movement. So... Yeah. And I'm assuming I used 5 to get out of the carriage.
You used... Let's see. So you've gone 15 feet so far, because you went 5, then you stepped out, and then you went to the east one. Alright, so you move down that way. Anything else?
Do I see any bad guys?
So you would see your guard down here surrounded by these guys.
Okay, I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Alright, which one are you targeting?
That guy.
Alright, the armored hobgoblin. So
Yeah.
he has to make... Go ahead and link the spell.
That is...
Okay, so 12 unfortunately would not be enough, and he blocks it with his shield.
Okay.
He seems to be heavily armored.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I can't see much, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
No, that's my turn.
Alright, Quentin.
Right, so I am going to cast, alright, come on, go that. Right, I'm going to cast Long Stride on myself, which gives me extra 10 feet of movement. It's not concentration, and then I will use a wild shape and change into a dire wolf as I jump out the front of the...
Alright, go ahead and click on the spell just so it uses the spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you cast Long Strider, and are you, doesn't Wild Shaping, okay, so that's an action to Long Strider, isn't it an action for you to Wild Shape as well?
It's a bonus action if you Circle of the Moon.
Yeah, are you Circle of the Moon?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you morph into what?
Dire wolf.
Dire Wolf. Alright, So let me grab you a dire wolf. So you transform. Are you transforming inside the carriage?
I do it just as I'm going through. So I leave.
Because you do
So
need
just as I
10
leave-
feet of space to do it, because it's a large creature.
Okay, so I'll leave the cabin, then I'd do it. Just before just jumping out the cabin, just before I hit the ground, I'd then change, and then full
Alright,
pause, my jet black.
so you jump right onto your allies who are outside the carriage.
Oh, oopsie.
Now I have to give you
That's
sight and everything. Do direwolves have night vision?
Yes, they have dark vision. They have how much was it? Oh, no, they don't. Sorry, they don't. They just have passive perception.
Okay.
I forgot that.
Alright, give me a sec to make this a shapeshift, because I have to give you control of the token. So I'll make a copy of it. Alright, direwolf, that's gonna be for Quentin. So you should see the direwolf in your journal now at the top. You see it?
Yeah, got it.
So if you click and drag that onto the map, you can place it where your token just was, which would be on top of Merceus and Philia. Would be surprised as a huge direwolf comes jumping out of the back of the carriage. So you'd be over here. Let me make sure this is set up correctly to give you sight. And you said you don't have dark
direwolf
vision,
is-
right? Yeah.
Direwolf, no, I do, but it can carry over.
Yeah. All right. So you should be able to see now.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
Get off them. Right. The nearest orcs I see are. Right. I'll race over to the ones that are near shop. So I've got 50%, 60. Yeah. So I'll go for that. I'd go for. Oh no. You.
All right. So you land as you kind of growl and rush over at that guy. All right. So I think let me check. So if you look at your token now, you should have your attacks at the top of it.
Cool. Yep.
So
Okay,
you can click those buttons to use them.
Bite.
Oh, nice bite. 21 would strike. So as the orc turns and growls and sees this huge wolf, you just lunge and bite at him. Arrgh. Go ahead and click on bite to roll damage in the chat. 8 piercing. Alright. So you lunge at him, biting his arm, and he has to make a strength save or be knocked over. He makes it, so he stands firm and is not pushed over. Anything else, Quentin?
That just stand there and growl.
Okay,
Snarly.
Merceus. Or, sorry, Mercellinus. Maybe I'll just call you Marcel.
Marcy.
Mark.
Marcy, yeah.
Just a mark.
Marcel at a pinch.
Marcel, yeah.
He will use his bonus action to cast Shield of Faith.
Oh, did you attach your shield yet? I'm assuming Well, I'll say since everyone had a round to get up, I'll say you had a round to fasten your shield. So if you have a shield and sword on,
Was Deus on a watch?
yeah, that's true. So we'll say you. I mean, it might have been uncomfortable, but if you have your shield equipped, you want to put this icon on you. And if you have a melee weapon out, you want one-handed. You want this icon. So that means you have a sword and shield. So what do you want to do?
Well, drawing the sword, is that an action?
It would be a item interaction, which you get one for free every turn.
Okay. So, bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright, so you chant, go ahead and link Shield of Faith. You chant, you begin concentrating, so this is the concentration mark.
Yeah, where is it?
It's that one. So yeah, you feel yourself being protected by holy magics as your AC increases.
I will draw my sword and then charge at the orcs.
Okay, so the torch I'm going to say is just sitting on the ground there. You charge forward. You ran past the orc. He's right here.
Yeah, I was going for advantage.
Oh, you're trying to get around it. Gotcha. So 5, 10, 15, 20. This would be
Perfect.
difficult terrain because of the body. 25.
Oh, okay,
So
so
you
I
only
can-
would get to here.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so yeah, you get over there. Do you want to take an attack? You still have your action.
Yeah, I will attack this one.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a
Hopefully
roll.
he's distracted by the great big direwolf.
Yeah, so your buddy is biting his arm right now, so he's probably a little distracted. Oh, yeah, 20 would strike, so you kind of circle around and slash him as he's dealing with the wolf, doing 11 points, stabbing him in the side, and he goes down. Anything else?
I turn to face this one.
Shock yells, "Good work, friend!" and gets ready to attack the other one. Your guard ally goes. He is going to yell, "I need help up here!" And he's going to stab at the orc. 13 would be just enough, stabbing him for 6. Your other guard ally is dead, so he gets nothing on his turn. Moonbiter. So what would you look like to them as
so
you
it's
come
really,
charging out of the darkness?
So basically, it's really reminiscent of what my token looks like. I do have the Roman helmet on, so I have a visor covering my face. I've got chainmail on, and I have this huge halberd that I'm holding in 2 hands. And so, as all the fighting starts unfolding next to me, I start walking up casually, and you'll notice that I do have the insignia of the Iron Tide on my armband. And I'll get to this position right here, and I'll look at Marcellius, or Marcellinus, who I don't know yet, but you know, we'll pretend anyways because I got the name in front of me. And as I go to swing my halberd, instead of swinging at Marcellinus, I'll swing at this orc right here, and I'll say, "I always meant to pay you back for cheating at cards," and I'll do an attack with my halberd at this gentleman.
Alright, he yells, "Traitor!" Oh yeah, 13 would land. As you cut him for 12, getting a nasty gash, he stumbles back. "You'll die for this!" Anything else?
I'll attempt to do the butt end, but I'll miss, and
Yeah.
then I'll just I'll curse in Draconic.
So he raises his axe, parrying your backswing. The orc up north here is going to attack the guard, who blocks, also yelling for help. The hobgoblin over here is going to attack the guard. He would miss. Poor roll. Let's see. This guy is going to attack your ally. Oh yeah, he would land a solid hit. And your guard over here, you just hear a "ah!" He goes down.
No.
Guy up north is going to attack the guard as well. He is still alive, just barely. He says, "Please, I don't want to die here." That guy is dead because the paladin stabbed him. Philia.
Elia's going to go ahead and try to. I mean, it is 30. Make sure. Yeah. Philia will go ahead and move up here
Okay.
and
Does
cast.
she has dark vision, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see over there.
Yes. And she will cast Eldritch Blast against the orc here.
Alright, so you chant as you summon eldritch energies, sending them flying at the orc. Go ahead and link the spell description.
Do-
If
that's
you-
the wrong one. The wrong one. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna go spells.
Yeah, no worries. We're still getting the hang of the controls. Alright. So yeah, you summon some eldritch energy and fire it. I think you only get one beam at this level, so 25 would strike. Go ahead and click on the eldritch blast to... If you mouse over it in chat. Yeah. Alright, so you blast him for 6. And he stumbles back looking wounded, though not dead. Anything else?
No.
Okay. To the south, the guard ally is desperately trying to keep the enemies at bay. He would miss cursing. The orc next to him is going to attack. Oof. Alright, he is grazed. You hear sounds of combat to the south. Nope, he would block that one. To the north, more sounds of combat. Shing! Oh! Sound effects. That guy is stabbed for 7 plus sneak attack. 13. Oh! Another guard goes down. Hobgoblin to the south is attacking. 15. No, that would just miss. This guy, top of the round, is going to continue to cower, taking the dodge action. He says, I can't do it. The orc goes to the south. More sounds of fighting. He is going to cut that guy next to him for 11, which would badly wound him. More sounds of fighting. This guy here. So he's going to turn towards Moonbiter and say, "I'll have your head." Oh, but 13 I don't think is enough. Right?
No, sir.
Alright, so you dodge back, avoiding it. Shock is going to take this opportunity to attack from behind. 20 would strike. And a sword would lunge through the orc. And he goes down. Shock says, "We have to help the north and south." Guard ally is very wounded. He's just going to take the dodge action because he doesn't think he can survive if he fights right now. Hobgoblins attacking, disadvantage. Nope, that would miss. That would miss as well. That guard is dead. That guard is dead. No one.
So,
there's a guy here desperately trying to keep back the three of them, yelling for help. He's badly wounded.
where is the caravan with that knife?
You were in the middle, so that is actually off screen to the south, where you also hear sounds of combat going on.
Okay, because I want to head there, and I want to try to steal that knife.
Alright, so you would have to go south past what's happening here, you would have to leave this battle. Do you want to do that?
Because I want, like, this is kind of like the perfect distraction. Is there somewhere where, so what I want to do is, I want to turn, so this is what I want to do. I want to turn into an orc, but I want to do it, like I don't want anyone to see me do it.
Okay, so turning into an orc, I believe, would be an action. So how would you hide from everyone?
That's what, like, again, I can't see much, so that's kind of, can I go into the shadows and
so there are the carriages. These black squares are the carriages. You could jump into one of those and try to change.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. So which carriage do you want to jump into?
Well, I'm going south, so I'll jump into this one.
Okay, so
can't even see carriages. Like, it's all...
Yeah, the black squares are basically the carriages. Yeah. So you jump inside, and go ahead and link the ability you're using.
That is... It's this one. Nope, that's not it. This one.
Alright, so you suddenly use your abilities and turn into an orc. You don't get their armor though, right? It's just their...
I don't know.
So you just look like an unarmored orc, or an orc wearing the clothes that you're wearing?
Well, I think I'm wearing, like, leather armor.
Okay, yeah. You basically an orc wearing leather armor. So the orcs are wearing hide armor, but it does look close.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm hoping that, like, in the dark, you know, chaos going, nobody will kind of notice.
Okay.
So then I'll hop back out if I have enough movement, and then head south.
Okay, so you are going to leave the battle for now. So I'll put you into the GM layer, and we'll just have to get back to you.
Hey, guys.
Quentin, what do you want to do? Right, so, okay, the north or south, sorry. Right. Quentin in the direwolf form is just going to bolt north.
Okay, trying to help You see a wounded guard there desperately trying to keep back the two enemies.
Yeah.
What's your movement?
Direwolf is 50, but plus long stride gives me 60.
Okay, oh yeah, so you're fine. There is some difficult terrain, but I'll just assume you have enough, because I think there's only a couple of trees. Alright, so you rush up. Which one? There is a couple, or there are a couple of enemies there. Let me give you a view.
That soldier that's facing the hobgoblin and the orc, would it be classed as a ally?
Yeah, he's an ally.
Yay! I get pack tactics then. Woohoo! Okay, so
oh yeah, for sure.
So I get advantage on my attack, and I'm going to go for the orc.
Okay, so you jump at him as he's fighting your friend there.
Yeah, so I think the orc's a bigger issue. Right, I guess if I want to do fight, that's just that.
10, ooh, no. Well, oh wait, no, even with advantage, 11 would miss. So unfortunately, you may maybe stumble a bit as you come up, and the orc keeps you at bay. Anything else?
Nope, there you go. Can I do attack? I can't attack again with bonus action, can I?
No, not in direwolf form. That would be if you had an extra weapon. Alright, so Marcel, what do you want to do?
It seems like the dire wolf has up north taken care of. I will make my way south.
Alright, so you head south towards the yelling, hoping to be of help.
10, 15, 20.
So that's 20 feet. And you do still have an action you can use to dash, or you can throw something.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Either dash or javelin.
Well, javelin would be harder because you'd have to drop your
Yeah.
sword and draw your javelin. Because you only get one one item
interaction.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't get that in time for next time. Okay, I will dash.
Alright, so you rush forward through the grass, hoping that your ally can hold out. The guard goes. He is emboldened by the dire wolf's presence, stabbing. Oh yeah, 19 would strike, and he stabs the orc for another 6, who is now looking badly wounded. Moonbiter.
I'm also
Shock
gonna
gives
dash.
you a dirty look. He says, if you try anything, I'll kill you.
I'll laugh at him and say, make it out of the fight alive, then make threats. And then I'll give him a mock salute, and I'll head south as well. And so, let me just grab my ruler real quick to make sure I'm not cheating. 20, 30 to there. I'm going to dash.
You head to help Marcellus to the south.
Yeah, I'll end up right there, and then as I get there, I'll yell out to this orc, isn't it time we finished our fight from the tavern way back? And then, yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, the orc up north, being that he killed his buddy, sees Philia and is going to come down towards you. So he comes down this way and he is going to attack you. 7 would not be enough as you jump out of the way, avoiding his great axe. The hobgoblin here is going to go for the direwolf. 12 versus AC? No, that would not be enough.
No.
So you jump out of the way as he stabs at you with his sword. This orc here is also going to come up to Philia. Says, I'll kill you. 13.
Let me see. It hits.
Alright, so you are struck by the great axe, taking 9 slashing. A nasty hit.
And I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Alright, so you spend your reaction summoning fire magics.
Let me link that. Here we go.
Okay, so go ahead and click on it to use the spell. Or does that use a spell?
Yeah.
Oh, it uses, is that a second level spell it would use?
No, first level.
Oh, do you have a first level? Because it says all slots expended.
Really? I clicked on first level. Let me see. Hold on.
Maybe it didn't have your... Oh, so every day you want to make sure that your first level are at 2, because you would have 2. So now you'd have 1. So you would have spells, it just wasn't set to have the spells. Let me see. Yeah, if you click on long rest, like when you take a long rest, it should automatically give those back to you. But alright, so you use a spell. Go ahead and mark yourself as using a reaction, which is this one for future reference, because I don't think you've used it yet. And the creature has to do a dex save, which I don't think it's going to matter. He's already wounded. Alright, so he is completely immolated. And he just goes down in a bunch of fire, taking some nasty burns. So that's it for him. This one up here, barely alive, is going to swing at the direwolf. 19 would strike you for 14 slashing. A nasty hit. Philia, back to you. So you took 9 points of damage. So if you click on the green circle and just type -9, it'll do the math for you. So you don't have to worry about mentally thinking of it. Yeah, there you go. So you do look wounded. You're at half health. So others can now notice that about you. What do you want to do?
Philia will go ahead and summon the Tentacle of the Deep.
Alright, go ahead and click on that. Bonus action, okay. Oh, is this the one that's kind of like a spiritual weapon?
Uh-huh.
Got it. Alright, so go ahead and make a melee spell attack.
that would be...
As a weird-looking tentacle whips out of you, freaking out the orc. It's like, "Rrr."
Where would that be?
So I don't know if it made one for you naturally. If you have something like Firebolt, you can use that because that uses a spell attack. Or any of
I
your.
have Thunderwave.
That would be a save.
Thunderclap.
So we
Wouldn't
can.
Eldritch Blast work? So this is the
Eldritch
same
Blast,
modifier?
yeah. So Eldritch Blast would work as well. You can make a macro later, but so 10 would not be enough, and he would dodge. So you rolled a 5 there. What about your action? What do you want to do for your action?
I'll stab at him with my dagger.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll for that.
Gosh dang it.
Alright, so he dodges both the tentacle and the dagger, growling as he gets ready to counterattack. Anything else?
No.
Alright, your guard ally to the south is going to take the dodge action because he as well doesn't think he'll survive another round. Yelling for help. He's just trying to hold him back. The orc goes. He's going to attack with disadvantage. Good thing he dodged, so that would miss. Second orc is also going to attack him with disadvantage. 16 would strike, though, doing 13 and taking him down. The hobgoblin is going to move this way, seeing the large dog. And he is going to engage. Did you deal damage to your direwolf form? Because it still looks like it's at full, Quentin.
I can't edit the health on him, so I'm keeping track of it on my actual character one on the temporary hit points.
It's not showing
I
you the
can't
health?
edit. No, it shows me the health, but I can't edit it on there.
So if you click
Okay,
on... If
Got
you,
it. Just got it.
okay, yeah.
It just popped up. Okay, no, okay, it's right.
Yeah, if you click on the green circle and just hit minus and then the health amount, yeah, okay. So this guy rushes up. He's going to try to stab you. 11 would miss you, though, luckily. The guy to the south is going to step up to engage Marcellus, and he is going to attack with his sword, yelling something in Orc. Do you speak Orc?
That is one of the few languages I don't speak.
So he yells, "Flank him!" I think 22 would hit you. Right?
It does.
Alright, so you were struck.
Annoying.
Ooh, not the best hit though. You only take 2 slashing as he gets a grazing blow.
Okay.
Your guard
One
ally.
con save.
Oh yeah, because you are holding that spell. Just managed to hold your spell. This guy up here is dodging still. He is still scared. The orc here is going to move around you this way. He's going to yell to Moonbiter, "Help me take him out!" And he is
As
going
he
to-
yells that, I'm gonna attack him once he gets within my reach. as a reaction.
Do you have the feat?
Yeah. Yeah, Polar Master.
Alright, go ahead, spend your reaction.
So as he says that, and I'll say gladly, that one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, what the hell? He is badly wounded but still alive. And he turns angrily towards you. Up north, that guy's dead. Shock is going to yell, "I have your back, Quentin." And he's going to run over this way and go for this hobgoblin. Oh, no, the hobgoblin blocks and Shock yells, "Damn, they're well armed. They have a lot of armor." That's it for him. The guard here. Does he assist you or does he keep guarding? I think he's gonna... No, I think he's gonna keep guarding for now because if he moves, he'll get Noppy. So he... Actually, you know what he'll do? He'll dodge And then he's going to move over here, trying to provide flank. This guy's going to oppie. Oh, lucky dodge. So yeah, 8 would not be enough, and he would block that attack. This guy here is going to come this way now that he killed the guard. Sees what's going on. Sees Moonbiter and says, "What are you doing?" as he sees you hit his guy. And he is going to run over here to engage this guy. This one is going to rush north, furious at you, Moonbiter, and he is going to attack you. Which apparently you block with your halberd. No one, you are making your way south, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still going. There's a lot of fighting going on down here as well. It seems that go ahead.
How long do you think it'll take for me to get down south if I use my dash action?
So you're there already. You're just making your way towards the back of the caravan, trying to not get shot by one of the guards, since you do look like an enemy.
Yeah.
They are currently engaged. Or go ahead.
Are they like what's the situation down there? Like, are they they're also fighting orcs and stuff?
Yeah. So you see that there are some more orcs and hobgoblins down here. It looks like the back of the caravan, though. There's a bunch of dead people over there. You don't see any guards defending it right now. Just a bunch of dead people.
Okay. Huh. Is the I mean, can I hop in there? Is the dagger box where I left it?
Well, you can dash down there. You're not there just yet.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, you're having to go somewhat slowly, trying to. Well, are you trying to not be seen? Or are you just gonna run through the crowd and possibly take oppies from the soldiers?
No, I'm gonna go stealthily.
Alright, so give me a stealth check. That'll slow you down, but it'll be safer.
Yeah, I don't really want to be hit.
Ooh. Well, so...
I should have ran.
Yeah, you stumble a bit, and as you're going around one of the carriages, one of the guards there who just killed an orc spins towards you, sees you, and he's going to fire a crossbow bolt at you. Thunk. Luckily, you do have some cover from the carriage. Oh, and yeah, he rolls poorly, so he gets stuck in the carriage next to you, and I assume you're going to try to kind of retreat and get out of sight for now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get back to you. That was kind of your turn. Quentin.
Right. So I'm basically just going to attack the orc in front of me.
All right, so you roar and jump at him.
Yeah.
But with pack tactics, yes, 22 would strike.
Or then I do this. Then he has to succeed a strength saving throw, I think.
Yeah, so you would do 11, which actually you would tear him apart. Oh,
yes.
He goes down.
And then with my bonus action, I will expend one spell slot to heal myself.
Alright, so you heal yourself a bit. Marcel.
Marcellinus will attack this one now that he has been given flanking.
Alright, so using the your soldier ally as a distraction, you come in with the flank with +2. Oh, no, natural. Yeah, so you stumble a bit, and he would hear you coming, turning around to block the strike. Anything else?
That is all I can do.
Alright, so the guard ally up here is going to dodge, desperately trying to stay alive while the wolf eats everyone around him. Just trying to remain a distraction. Moonbiter.
I'll, turn to the orc in front of me and I'll say, "No hard feelings, Thrak. You know how it is." And first attack.
Oh yeah, So you spin around, cutting him for 13, and he's badly wounded. Ugh.
Then the staff part,
No, he would block that one. Ting.
and that's me.
Alright, so the orc over here, Ophelia, you have not killed yet, unfortunately, is going to try to hit you with the great axe. He says, "You should have stayed in your carriage." 11, no, that would probably miss you, right? Yeah.
Yes,
So that
and I'll
barely
cast.
misses you.
Yeah, I'll cast Hellish Rebuke again.
I think he has to damage you for Hellish Rebuke, doesn't he?
Oh gosh, dang it. Okay, no worries then.
Alright, so yeah, you would dodge, just barely managing to get out of the way, and that would be it for him. This guy up here is going to attack the wolf, using his buddy as a distraction. Oh, but he fails. Man, they're rolling really bad. That's it for him. The orc next to you, Ophelia, is dead, so I'll remove him. That orc is dead, so I'll remove him. Ophelia.
Ophelia will go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast.
So if you do that at close range, you will have disadvantage, just FYI.
Gosh, dang it. Let me see. Hold on quick.
Because that's a ranged attack, and you do have a melee attacker next to you.
How damaged is the orc in front of me?
He still looks healthy. He's not wounded yet, so he's just taking glancing blows. Basically, unless they're... You don't know his exact health unless you have medicine, but unless they're below half, you wouldn't know. So if someone hits half or below, like, they'll have that marker on them, the half heart.
Okay, I'll use my tentacle, the C, to attack.
Okay, so the
As a
tentacle...
bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it once again lashes out at him. Go ahead and make a roll. Use
That would
Eldritch
be
Blast.
Okay, cool. Let me see.
And we can make a macro for that later. 16 would strike. Now, how much damage does it do?
Let me see.
You can probably, if you want, you can link it.
1d8 cold damage.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a d8. Alright, so he is struck as cold seeps into him, and he is now looking wounded.
Then I will attack with my sickle.
Okay, so you slash at him with the sickle. Yeah, 19 would strike. Or 1 slashing. Alright. And that's it for you?
Yes.
Alright, so the guard to the south is dead. This orc is going to rush over this way. He's going to see Moonbiter fighting his buddy, and he says, "You bastard!" and he uses aggressive to rush up here, and he's going to attack you.
I'll use my Oppie on him as well
As
once
he
he
comes
attacks
in?
me.
Alright,
Yep.
so go ahead. Now, does that stop him?
No, I don't have Sentinel yet, so it's
Okay.
just takes the damage.
Yeah, so you spend your reaction. 17 would strike him for 9. But he does come in, and 17 I assume would hit you, right?
Yes.
Strike, 15. A nasty hit, and you take that looking wounded. The other orc is going to rush up. He sees there's a paladin, and he can't really, kind of a pain to get past, so he's going to go for the paladin. 20. I think that just hit you, right?
Make all this effort to raise my AC and they're still hitting me.
How dare they?
How much? Oh, wow.
8 slashing. Ooh, a nasty hit, and you're starting to waver a bit. Looking wounded for sure, and I need a con save. Yeah, so you hold your spell. The hobgoblin up north goes. He's going to attack the direwolf. 18, I believe, would hit you.
Yep.
So he does 8 points plus 2d6 because he has sneak attack from his buddy. 9, 14 points of damage. As the wolf is starting to look beat up. The guy south is going to attack. Does he want to take out the guard or the paladin? He doesn't like being flanked. I guess he could take out... Alright, he's going to try to take down the paladin. No, so you managed to raise your shield and block even with the flank. Your guard ally buddy here is still very scared, and he is going to dodge. Oh! The orc is going to try to get you with the flank. 19 would barely miss with the flank. Shock goes. He is going to get over here, getting flank of his own, and try to longsword attack. Oh no, natural 1. He would miss and curse. The guard ally down here. What's he gonna do? This isn't looking good. I don't think he can just keep standing there. He's gonna try to attack with the flank. Yeah, he would strike. Oh, doing 6 points of damage and badly wounding this hobgoblin between you two. Says, "I've got your back, sir." This guy here is going to try to punish the guard for not dodging. But he would miss. The orc here is going to try to bring down Moon for his treachery. 9 luckily would miss as you deflect the attack. No one. Alright, so you're back south trying to make your way through. I need another stealth check to try to get past the guards, as you want to try to lose this one guy and get to that carriage. Unless you're just going to try to rush it. But then you might get attacked again.
Well, how many guards are there?
So there's the one guy who's looking for you, and there's a couple of others who are fighting off the orcs in the kind of center of this caravan.
There's a couple of guards or orcs?
A couple of both. So there are some orcs left fighting the guards. Most of the guards at the very south are dead, which is a little suspicious. And there are basically, like on the sides of the wagons, kind of coming up the caravan, there are orcs and guards fighting each other.
You know what? I'm gonna risk the hit and I'm gonna dash.
Alright, so you rush over there, and the guy sees you again. He's going to fire his crossbow bolt. Hey! 18. Oh, I think he got you.
Can I use shield?
If that would be enough to stop with 18.
18, 14, I think.
Oh yeah, that would be 19 if you use shield, so yeah, that should work.
I'll do that.
Alright, so you spend a spell as you use shield, and rush to the south. You would get there, and you would possibly notice something. What's your passive perception?
9.
Never mind, you wouldn't notice anything. You would see the box and go, oh, there's the box.
Can I open it?
Uh,
Make sure that
yeah, so if
I don't even particularly want the box, I just want the knife.
if you open the box, yes, you would see the dagger inside.
And it's for sure the same dagger that I saw before?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Alright, so you grab the dagger. What do you want to do?
After that, do I remember there being anything else of value in that caravan?
Nothing in particular. I mean, there were some supplies, but there was nothing like, there was nothing as far as like jewels or gold.
How flammable is it?
A caravan? I mean, it's wood. If you had like an accelerant like oil, you could probably smash like an oil flask and light it up.
You know, I do actually have some oil. I do have some oil.
Okay.
Can I set it on fire?
That would take an action, so you could do that next turn.
Okay, I'll do that next turn.
Alright, Quentin.
Right, okay, so... I can't disengage as my action, isn't it, if I disengage?
Yes.
Right, okay, so I'm not going to do that. Right, okay, fine. I will direwolf it direwolf run over to Ophelia and the orc, which means that hobgoblin gets attacked.
2 of them would get oppies. So
Yep.
the first one swings at you. Oh, that is a crit.
Ooh, yeah.
So hang on, this might be relevant. As you're leaving, he gets a hit on you for 8 plus sneak attack. 23 points of damage.
That's me into my normal form.
Yeah, so you take 11 damage from that, because 12 is absorbed by the wolf form. And you would shift back, which I will bring you back on.
I take 11. Yeah.
So you can be in any of those 4 squares. It's your choice.
Did I take 11?
Yes, because there was 11
Yeah.
left over.
Okay, so that leaves me 4. Oh shit! Oh crap! Okay! Alright.
Yeah, they have a sneak attack ability when they're next to their allies.
Okay. Does the other one get one?
So far you've only used probably 5 feet of movement, so you do still have like all your other stuff.
Okay. Oh crap. Alright, okay. I'm gonna wild shape again into another direwolf.
Alright, so bonus action, you turn into a direwolf again. Go ahead and pull the direwolf out. Arr.
And am I in his range of attack still?
So you would have moved. You could be down here when you wild shape, but
Okay,
you
so-
would still be in range of this guy if you tried to move away.
But would he still get sneak attack?
No, because his ally's not next to him or next to you, so you could actually move away, and if he hits you, it would not be sneak attack.
Yeah, fine. I'm gonna go straight for the orc attacking Ophelia again.
Alright, so he's gonna take a reaction. No, he would miss you. So Ophelia, as you're sickling this guy, big wolf runs up suddenly. Arr.
Right, so that was my bonus action, which means that I get to do my attack, and
Yeah.
I get the advantage because it's against an ally. Right, okay.
Yeah, 16 would strike. So, 15. Yeah, you just tear right into him, and he goes down.
And that took me. How much movement did that take me? That took me 25 plus 5 there. That gives me 30. That gives me another 30 movement less. So I am then going to. Where am I going to go? I'll go over here and stay there for a minute. Yep,
Alright.
that's me.
So, suddenly from the south, because the battle is going well down there apparently, several of your guard allies come rushing to the north. So, 3 of them say, we're here to help. And they are going to rush up with initiative rolls, entering the fray. Marcellinus, what are you gonna do?
Do I do the sensible thing?
You're in a bit of a predicament right now.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I'll use
and
my action.
sorry, I haven't been marking the orcs as wounded. This guy's wounded, very wounded actually. This guy's wounded. This guy's wounded. And yeah, that's it. So there actually are a couple enemies around you that are pretty badly beat up.
Marcellinus will infuse himself with a silver light as he uses his action for his lay on hands ability. And he will heal himself 10.
Alright, so you gain 10 hit points, feeling much better as your god sends healing magics upon you. Anything else?
That's all I can do. I have no bonus action.
Alright, so your guard ally to the north is going to kind of gasp as he holds his wounds and says, "Shock, it was an honor." And he is going to stab at the guy to the south. Completely missing, sadly. Moonbiter.
First thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to use my action to strike at this person right here, this orc below me.
You also being a bit wounded. Oh yeah, you cut into him for 7, and he goes down.
And then I'm going to go ahead and second wind.
Okay.
So get 13 HP back because it's my fighter level as well.
Yeah. All right. So you feel much better as you gain some health. Good roll there.
I'm going to action surge, and then I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to finish off this guy next to me.
All right. Drawing upon your experiences in the Colosseums, fighting multiple enemies, you swing. Ooh, but 9 would miss as he dodges.
I'll just reposition there, and that's me.
Yeah. All right. So to the north, the one on Philia is dead, as the wolf did a drive-by biting. Then it's this guy to the north who's going to stab at the one who just told Shock it was an honor. Oh, but roll natural 1, and the guard keeps him back for now. Philia.
Celia will kind of hold her chest and just go and looking at the dire wolf, but then noticing the flowing hair and the sparkling abs. Oh, that's Quinton. Okay, and she will.
Dire wolf with abs.
Yup.
He hits the gym. He cares about his physique.
It is Twilight all over again. But Philia will go ahead and let me see.
Yeah, Team Jacob, exactly.
Go. She will move up north, over here, and kind of just. What was it, 5?
So Shock kind of turns as you catch him off guard, but he gives you a nod as you approach.
That's more. Oh, yeah. I can't really do anything. I already moved 30 feet.
You can Eldritch Blast.
That's only 5 feet, and he is 10 feet from me.
Well, Eldritch Blast, I think, has a range of 120, so you could shoot it pretty far.
Okay, cool. So I'll Eldritch Blast the Hobgoblin right here.
Pew pew. Alright, so you send some shots. Oh yeah, 24 would strike. So he tries to get his shield up in time, but cannot, taking 6 damage and looking wounded. And coughs some blood. Anything else?
No, that'll be my thing.
Okay. To the south, the orc here is going to counterattack Moonbiter. 22 would land, doing another 5 slashing to you as you stumble back a bit. Not looking wounded yet, though. Your second wind definitely helped you. This guy here sees the new soldiers and is a little worried, but he's going to try to drop the paladin first. Are you level 2, Marcellinus?
I am.
Okay. Your HP seems a little bit
I
low.
was just thinking that. Did I not? I'm definitely level 2.
So, I believe Paladin gets D10 plus con at level 1. Then at level 2, you should have an extra 6 plus con. So I think you are a little
My D&D
low.
Beyond health is 20.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm at.
It's reflecting your D&D character sheet. Let me check that. Your D&D character sheet only has 13. Did you roll for a level up?
I did. I'm level 2.
So you're supposed to take the average for level up.
I did.
Didn't look like it's recorded. So you should have 13 at first level, then another 9. So you should be at 22 for second level.
Okay. I just do it manually.
Yeah. Oop. Okay. That's weird. I wonder why it didn't do that. All your other stuff looks right.
Yeah. That makes so much more sense.
Okay. So, sorry, what do you, or the orc was going for you, that's right. So he is going to Great Axe, but you would block with your shield. The hobgoblin over here is going to step this way, giving the guard an oppie. No, he would block it and come at Philia. 14?
Yep.
Alright, so you are cut. Luckily, he doesn't have a sneak attack because he doesn't have an ally. But he does hit you for 5, further wounding you.
Okay. And I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, right, yeah. Good call. So, reaction using your last spell, he is burned for 6, which is enough to drop him. Because he does not have a lot of health, but a lot of armor. So he goes down. The guard here continues to cower. No, I
I'm
can't.
gonna eat that card. I will eat that card.
The orc here is going to step here, trying to flank. Swing his great axe. Ooh, 22 would strike you.
It would.
Wouldn't it?
No, it would. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, it would?
Wow, 13 slashing. Lovely.
Yeah, so you get a nasty hit, once again becoming wounded. Shock yells to Philia, I think we have it up here. You might want to go help them to the south. He is going to flank this guy and attack. Oh yeah, 25 would strike. Not the best attack though. Man, he keeps rolling 1s on his damage. Alright, so he does 4 damage to this guy who is glancing blow. He's still looking pretty healthy. Guard ally to the south. Gets a little moral boost seeing all his friends come up, and he's going to attack the hobgoblin with flank. Huzzah, friends, help! We've got this. Oh, natural 1, nope. This guy will attack him, trying to punish him for stabbing his buddy. Oh, no, 12 miss as well. This guy is attacking, stabs this guy for 5. The orc is dead. This guy is attacking as well. Misses. Rushing at him with the spear. This guy comes in. 19 would strike him for 2, and now he's looking wounded. He yells, damn it, where are the archers? We need help here. He says in, actually he would say that in Goblinoid, which I don't know if anyone speaks that. No one. You're burning a carriage?
Yes.
Alright, so
Cover my tracks.
so go ahead and expend one of your oils as you light the carriage ablaze. You're not sure where the guard who was following you went. Luckily, he didn't come over here. He might be fighting someone else. Quentin,
Yep.
what are you gonna do?
Sorry, can I, after I do that, can I use my movement to move away from the... I'm gonna head back north.
Do you want to stealth, or are you just gonna run?
I'm just gonna run.
Okay, so you probably get another shot at you then.
Because I think it's an action to stealth, so...
It is, but if you do it well, you can avoid the attacks. But yeah, you would a 14 hit you?
It would.
Okay, so do you have any spells left to shield, or are you taking damage?
I do have 1 spell slot left, but I think I'm gonna risk it. I'll take the damage.
Alright, so you would take, well, not the best shot, only 4 points of damage as you get grazed by a crossbow bolt. Alright, so you're running north, trying to get out of there. Quentin.
Right, okay, so guessing everything is fine up there. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna run south, down
Okay.
that way, past that one that's bone-eyed.
So
knock him
if-
over.
Okay, so this would be difficult terrain right here, so that's 5 extra feet to go over that hill.
So that was roughly, that took me 10 to get there. That was 10, 15, so that's 20.
And running past this guy would also be difficult terrain.
We're going to make the extra 10. Is that orc then next to Moonrider? Are them two classed as, oh god, what is it that I get? It'll be the yeah, it's going to be classes again, sickle. So roughly that'll get me. I think, be able to get there.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack that orc. So I've got 60 movement with long striders.
Yeah. Yeah, so that should be enough then, with the 60. Alright, so you rush in, lunging at the orc. As Moonbiter might be surprised, as he hadn't seen the direwolf before.
Oh, yeah, it's in me
Oh yeah,
attacking him earlier.
it's the first thing I
did?
saw.
Alright, so go ahead, give me an attack.
I attacked the one.
No, 8 would miss as the orc dodges back as you come into
Would I
bite
get
him.
Would I get advantage with pack
Oh,
tactics
right,
and
pack
move?
tactics. Yeah, that would strike then, 18. He goes down. Anything else?
That I'm gonna assume that took all my movement to get there, so I'm just gonna stand there and growl.
Okay, Marcellinus.
Which of the ones surrounding me looks the most injured?
Do you have medicine trained?
Not trained.
Alright, so you would just know that the two around you are wounded. You don't know how badly.
Okay, I'll hit this one. The one below me.
Alright, you do have flank on that one, but he is better armored. Go ahead. Huh. So you get +2 to the attack. Oh, nice hit. Yep, 25 would definitely strike. Catching him off guard, you run him through. He goes down. This guy yells a curse in Goblinoid. Anything else?
I'll step onto his corpse and go back to back with the guard.
Okay, guard ally up here is regaining hope. He hasn't been killed yet. He says, we have this shock. We have this. 23 stabs this guy for 3 damage. And he is badly wounded, but the Hobgoblin is still up. Next up, Moonbiter.
Move here, and that's difficult terrain. So
Yep.
15 to get to this point.
Yep.
And I'll use get down here with 25 feet of movement, and then I'll take my first attack against this heavily armored one.
Alright, so you
Oop.
swing at him. No, 16 would not be enough, and he blocks.
Would I get flanking from the guard?
No, you only get it if you're adjacent.
Oh, really? So okay,
Yeah, you have to be adjacent on both sides to get flank.
okay. So then I will. I'll just go ahead and do my my bonus action on him with the staff.
Alright, a 22 would strike. As you spin the weapon around, catching him off guard, you cave in his skull.
That's
Anything
me.
else? Alright. The Hobgoblin up north is going to roar angrily, realizing this might be a losing fight for him, and stab at the guard to his south. Who parries it? He's holding his own. Philia.
Celia will try to rummage through the hobgoblin right here in front of hers belongings to see anything that might be of interest.
That will take your action.
That's fine.
Alright, so you quickly search him. He would have his armor, his longsword, he would have his insignia, some arrows, a longbow, and a pouch with 10 gold pieces.
Can I take the longbow and the gold pieces?
You can grab one of them because you already used your action, so you can do one item interaction.
The gold.
Alright, so you grab the pouch for 10 gold. I assume that's it for you?
Yes.
Alright, so this orc is dead. This one here... what's he gonna do? He's gonna move down to here, taking his buddy's place, and go for Marcel. With flank. Oh no, crit! So he comes past doing 16, and I think that would down you, Marcel, right?
It would.
Alright, so you go down at 0 health. You have 1 level of exhaustion. Though you are still alive, clinging to life. So I think that would be it for him. Yeah. He roars in celebration. We have this! The hobgoblin goes. He's dead. The other hobgoblin goes. He is also dead. The guard continues to cower. The orc is going to move in on the wolf now. 11, I believe, would miss you.
I got 14, so nope.
Shock is going to try to finish this guy, hoping to save his guard buddy. Oh, natural 1, nope. The guard here is going to step over here and try to stabilize the downed Marcel. So he's going to use his action to attempt to bandage you. Medicine check. He says, hold on, friend, hold on. No, rolls poorly and curses. Hobgoblin is dead. This guard ally looks towards Moonbiter, who is wearing an insignia. He did see you attack his buddy, though. What's your charisma? Your natural charisma?
+1, so just 12.
It's actually better than average. He keeps his eye on you, and he says, "Don't try anything." As he steps
I
here.
charismatically stand still.
He's going to move up here to this orc and attempt to stab him. 13 would strike, catching him off guard. And the spear comes through him, killing him. He says, "We did it!" Oh, there's more to the north. This guy is going to run up this way towards the north. Double move. This guy is actually going to back off to the south to make sure he sees a fire down there and is like, wait, what's going on? No one.
So am I engaged with that guard, or did he just shoot?
No, they were just shooting at you as you were running north. So you could try to lose them, or you could just try to keep running north, but they get more shots at you if you just tried to run north.
I'm gonna go stealth.
Alright, give me a stealth check as you try to lose them in the chaos. Oh, good roll. Yeah, so you disappear behind a wagon and quickly go into some nearby brush. And I assume that's it for you for this turn.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep heading towards
Towards the north. Alright.
away from this carriage. Away from the
The one that you set on fire, yeah.
And stole the
Yeah.
rhymes.
Yeah. Quentin, what do you want to do? You see Marcel is down, and it looks like your allies have defeated the orcs here for now.
Does it look like what that soldier's done has stabilized him?
No, you definitely, it seems like he failed.
Alright, fine, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna drop my wolf form, that's all I can do. And I'm going to use my, oh god, what am I gonna do? What should I do? Right, I'll do healing hands on him.
Alright, hang on one moment. So you drop wolf form, appearing in one of those 4 squares, your choice.
I'll do the one next to him.
Okay, you come down, so go ahead and move.
Do that, and I'll do healing hands, which is 2d4, it's 1d4 equal to your proficiency bonus. And my proficiency is 2, so I get, yes, 2d4. So he's healed for 3.
Alright, so Marcel, you kind of open your eyes as your vision goes unblurry and you see this figure over you channeling healing energy into you with impeccable pecs.
I have got a shirt on. I'm not topless.
Alright. With
I do one flash. So the healing hands is my action.
yeah.
Can I do healing word? Because the healing hands is a racial thing. Can I do healing word as my bonus action?
Yes, because the healing hands is not a spell, as far as
cool,
I
so
know.
I'm gonna do that. I think it's a racial thing. I don't think it's like a spell spell.
Didn't you use bonus action to drop wild shape?
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, if you, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, you would have had to use that to drop wild shape, that's true.
Never mind, I don't do it. I just stand there and look pretty.
Alright, so Marcellus, you are currently prone. You dropped your weapon next to you when you went down.
I stand up and pick it up.
Alright, so use your item interaction and you stand using half your movement. What do you want to do?
I will. I'll have to. I'll use cure wounds on myself.
Alright, so you channel healing energy into yourself, gaining 3, because you don't get dueling style, I don't think, for curing yourself. That would be,
Must be nice.
that would be
That's
odd.
still I'm rolling like shit.
Yeah, it's one of those days. Anything else for you?
Of my action, use my other movement. I will. Where's their noise?
So it sounds like most of the fighting is subsiding. You look around you, it seems like there's still some fighting going on to the north and to the south. So the other caravan, or the south of the caravan, might be under attack still. And there might be a little bit of fighting going on somewhere to the north of you.
And there's a fire?
And there, yes, it does look like the southern part of the caravan, something is on fire.
Like here.
No, south is in, like, off the map. In a different area. Because this caravan, I think, is 15 carriages. So you're in the middle area. There's a north and a south area that's off the map.
Does it? How does the fighting sound like it's going?
It's hard to tell, because it is, you would see, it looks like to the south, there is some clashing between some of the orcs and the human guards, but it looks like the guards are doing fairly well.
Okay, if I move, boom, 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 that's 10. Okay, I'll make my way north eventually. And I'm south towards the fire.
Okay. Your guard ally is going to try to finish off this hobgoblin. Oh, and he does, using shock as a distraction. That guy is dead. So at this point, the group has won this this area, so we can drop out of initiatives because no one's in danger. So the fighting is continuing, but yeah, we can drop out of initiatives for now. As you kind of wrap this up, Shock is heading north to help them out there. Philia, do you want to go with him? Or are you going to kind of stay here and try to loot things?
I'm gonna loot these bodies over here.
Alright, so you start looking to loot. The rest of you to the south, are you going to help out the southern part of the caravan, or what do you want to do?
I want to find somewhere to change back into Karen.
Okay. So yeah, at this point, I mean, we don't have to do too much with that. At this point, you did escape their view, and the southern guards are too busy fighting to worry about where you went. So you could say maybe in the bushes you snuck away a little bit and turned back into Karen.
Do we see her before she turns back to Karen?
What is your
Since we're
passive
heading-
perception?
Oh god. 13. I would be actively looking for
I rolled a 17
enemies.
So most likely you wouldn't be looking off in the bushes because you're probably heading towards the fighting, right?
I mean, I've been looking
Uh,
within my eye line of enemies.
Yeah, so unless you had a really high passive, you probably wouldn't notice her off in the darkness.
I've got 16. Do I see her?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I guess you could all make active checks. She had a 19, I believe. What was your roll?
17.
I want to say the 17. Yeah, it's a 17 stealth.
Yeah,
No, no.
so you could look for her. She would be in the dark, though, so you'd have disadvantage to seeing her.
I'm not actively looking. I just wondered if I'd see her. Just no. I'm just gonna heal because I have 4 hit points left and I don't want to die.
All right, so yeah, you can. Anyone who wants can make an active perception check to see if you notice her.
So I get +7.
You would, like I said, you'd be at disadvantage because she's off in the darkness. Even with dark vision, you have disadvantage to perception checks in dark areas.
And I'm gonna go
so you
loot
wouldn't notice
bodies.
her. So you're not going to help with the fighting?
I have no wild shapes left, and I'm not gonna have any spells left, so no.
Okay. Is anyone helping with the fighting to the south?
I mean,
I'll
Uh,
go.
help
I
Myself
will.
and Marcellus.
Let me go one at a time. So Quentin is healing and looting. Feely is looting. No one. What are you doing?
Once I turn back into Karen, I'll go help fight in the south.
Okay, so you're helping the guards there. What about Moonbiter?
Noticing the guards before, I'll take a second to take off my armband, and yeah, I'll go south as well.
Sorry, I'm gonna actually head north.
North. All right. So you're not
Yeah.
going to help with the fighting?
I'm gonna help with the fighting to the north.
Where Shock is?
Yeah,
Okay.
mostly
And
because I want to be seen in the north. I don't want to be seen in the south.
yeah, makes sense. And Marcellinus, you're going to help fighting in the south, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are
Do we,
all...
do we see her move past us to the
I
north?
will continue stealthing through the bushes to get to the north.
I don't think... So you rolled a 12. I don't think you would have noticed her, because she was kind of moving north in the bushes as Karen, and it was dark over there. Give me one more stealth check, no one. Okay, 11. So you didn't do so well. So I'll say that actually you probably did notice. Or wait, let's see. So you rolled a 12 at disadvantage. So yeah, you might notice her kind of moving north through the bushes as if she's kind of sneaking around, maybe like doing like stealthy combat or hit and runs or something. You would kind of see her over here. And you would know who she is because you've seen her with the group before. So yeah, I'll say you noticed her going north. Quentin, you would probably notice her going north too because you have a really high passive.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you two are fighting to the south. Some time passes and the caravan does pretty well. Most of the attackers have been driven off, though the group has taken some heavy casualties. Lots of guards have gone down. So Shock is kind of gathering up the bodies of his fallen allies. So Philia, are you going to share what you find with the group, or are you just trying to keep it for yourself?
Depends on what I find.
So most of these guys don't have anything useful. The orcs mostly have great axes and hide armor, their armaments. They do have some javelins, if you're looking for those. Give me a perception check. Oh, good roll. You managed to scrounge up 15 gold pieces off the bodies. And Quentin, were you looking as well?
Just mainly going for gold or jewels or stuff like that. No, I don't really care about any armaments or their armor or stuff. Unless there's like documents. Unless there's like documents that like could have stuff.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
So no, you probably wouldn't find much. Just lots of crap on the orcs. You would notice Philia looting a bunch of bodies, though, and you see her get a couple of pouches, so she may have gotten something.
Can I also try breaking the orcs' mouths and pulling out their teeth?
Uh, yeah, what would you use those for?
I just want it.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So, do you have survival, which would include, like, hunting and trophy taking?
It's not high, but I can do a roll.
I mean trained. Do you have it trained?
No.
Yeah, sure. Give me untrained. Oof. Alright, yeah, you get a few broken teeth. That's fine.
Yay.
Like,
Quinlan kind of looks to it just a bit like, bit morbid, but that's really why you're doing it.
I mean, they look pretty on necklaces. You kind of have to.
You just look, he never said it, he just look, just like a, really?
so yeah, after, or go ahead. Sorry, was someone talking? Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry,
Uh,
that's background noise.
Oh, no worries. So after the battle, Shock kind of meets all of you in the middle area here. He's a bit beat up from some of his fighting. He sees that Marcellus is a bit beat up. He would look to you, Moon, and say, "Who are you, friend? You did help us, but I saw you come in bearing the marks of these people."
Who's asking me? Sorry.
That is Shock.
Oh, Shock is okay. Cool. I would, set my helper down, just like I guess, like assuming that we're meeting in the caravan, like
Yeah.
around that area. So I just lean it up against one of the caravans, and I lift my visor up. And at first, I would say something in Draconic.
Does anyone speak Draconic? You're all there for this. This is kind of
I
the
can
aftermath.
roll. I'll cast a spell, but yeah, I can't do it. I have a spell to comprehend languages, but I don't have any more spell slots.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know what he's saying.
Basically, if I don't get a reaction, I would just like shake my head.
Shock
and then
would say, "I don't know what you're saying. Do you speak Common?"
I would swap to common, and then I would say, "Sorry, it's a bad habit of mine. During fights, I tend to switch to the language of my mentor. Hello, greetings. How are you today?" And I'll just smile.
Says, "Other than the fact that I just lost a lot of my friends, I'm fine. Now, what do you have to do with all this? Who are you?"
Oh, I'm just, your average sellsword. I hitched up with these guys thinking that we were coming here to do something completely different, but then things changed, and as soon as they started attacking civilians, I was looking for a good opportunity to part ways. And you happened to be that opportunity.
So he's about to say something, and one of the soldiers says, "Shock, this isn't a good time. We should get out of here. They might have reinforcements." Shock kind of pauses for a moment, and he says, "Do they have a base around here? You were with them."
Yes, there are a couple bases that I know of.
So you would know there's actually a little camp that's about 20 minutes from here where they had a large number of soldiers. This was actually only half their force. They had split up to search a couple of different areas because they weren't sure where the caravan would come from. So they have another group about as big as this in the area somewhere that just attacked you.
And I would relay that information, saying I would turn to the nameless guard and say, "I agree completely. This is nowhere near the total number of Irontide that are in this region. So if you can talk and walk, I'm willing to do the same."
Shock
And
says, "Irontide. Is that the group that attacked?"
I would look at him a little confused. I'm like, "Yeah, you're from around here, right? I mean, Irontide should be well known to most people who work in this region."
Shakes his head. He says, "I've not heard of them. This is, in any case, do you know? Was there anything at the base we should be wary of? And you would actually know there were a couple of prisoners they were holding there, as well as a bunch of supplies.
I would say, if he specifically says to be wary of, I would look around and see all, the piling corpses of guards. I'd say, well, I think just with manpower, that's something to be wary of enough, considering yours just went down substantially. Aside from that, it's a small base of operations where they have supplies and a few prisoners, but nothing too terribly important beyond just a staging ground for these kind of raids against these caravans.
And you don't think that there are any guards there right now, because they were looking for the caravan.
Okay, I'll add that information into. I would say we might get lucky and get there before the other teams show up, since they kind of spread out to try to find caravans as they travel through. So it might be lightly guarded and a good opportunity to, well, save whatever prisoners for whatever reason they're there.
He thinks. He says, "Are any of you good at subterfuge or stealth?"
Oh, I can definitely be very sneaky if I need to be.
Ah, Karen. Anyone else?
Nope.
I'll I'll look down, at one of the orcs nearby because my own armband is gone, and I'll just take his armband off and put it back on, and I'll just say, as far as they know, I'm still part of them.
Well, some of them did flee, so they might know you betrayed, but why don't you take Karen and see if you can do anything about those prisoners? We're going to quickly get the caravan in order, and we might make a run for it, so don't take too long. He says,
Well,
if you see a large force, then you should probably just come back, but if we can save some of those prisoners, we might be saving lives.
where is the camp in regards to us? Like north, south, east, west?
So it's about 20 minutes to the northwest of here,
Northwest, okay.
into the forest.
Okay. So then I would turn to Karen and smile. What does Karen look like?
Karen looks like a middle-aged human woman with a blonde bob.
I would do like a half bow to you, and I would say, sounds like a plan. I'll lead the way, and you take all the shiny bits, I guess.
All right. The rest of you help me get things in order. We have to get the soldiers onto the carts and get the carts ready to move again. And no one else has stealth, right? Or no one else volunteered. All right, so the two of you are heading north into the woods. Luckily, you know where this place is, Moonbiter, so you don't have to follow a trail or anything. As you get closer, you would see one of the... Well, actually, what are your passive perceptions?
9.
11.
Okay.
But I assume we're in the... Well, I don't know. Like, I guess the way I see this panning out is, like, I have my armband on, so it's like a gamble whether or not survivors got there in time to tell them my betrayal. So
Yeah.
I would be walking separate from Karen, because I'm not stealthy whatsoever.
All right.
Because I have this big-ass halberd, trying to put that in my back pocket doesn't work.
So, Karen, give me... So you definitely
Well,
hear
I
some... Or go ahead.
I want to talk to Moonbiter for a sec and just come up with like
Okay, on the way.
a plan.
Yeah.
There's a couple of options that we could do. So, how convincing are you? Like, how good at lying are you?
Well, shock didn't kill me, so that's a step in the right direction.
Well, I'm thinking, what if you, because the plan is to get the prisoners out, right? How good are their fortifications? So, like, cages,
You'll have to answer that question for me, Raven.
It's a makeshift camp. There aren't really any fortifications. There's just some tents.
So they're not necessarily in cages. They're just like bound up and probably sitting somewhere under guard.
Exactly, like tied up or tied against a tree or something.
Yeah. So I would relay that information.
So one option is I could turn into, like, I have this really neat spell that lets me look like someone else. So I could turn into one of the villager, like one of the people in the camp, and sort of deceive my way in and free the prisoners. If you could create a distraction.
Honestly, if there anybody that we meet there, as long as they don't know what happened at the caravan, I'm just going to inform them of a separate caravan that was more heavily guarded. I was going to let them know that it's more to the. We said that the camp from the actual caravan is to the northwest. So then I would tell them basically that there was a caravan to the southwest that we failed to take out. And sorry, my work's calling me, so 1 second.
All right. So you said as you well, I guess as you're approaching, are you hiding away from him, or are you both approaching together? How do you want to do this?
Well, that's kind of what I was trying to figure out was, am I, like, should I stealth in, or should we make a big display of it? Because another option is uh, I capture a traitor. Because again, we don't know if he's been caught, or like if, like, you said that there you were pretty sure that there were orcs and goblins that escaped that saw Moonbiter's just like he betrayed them.
Yeah, there were definitely a few that escaped, and some of them may know that Moonbiter turned on them. You don't know for sure, though.
Yeah, so that is a possibility. So I think taking into account that that is a that we may that bleh, I cannot talk today. My goodness.
It's okay.
Take into account that could happen, and either come up with like a backup plan or like a contingency.
All right. I think Moonbiter had to step away for a moment.
I know. So that kind of.
So I'll just say that as you're approaching, you do. Or go ahead.
Either way, I guess like we could stealth and get a lay of the land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you are getting close to the area, Moonbiter lets you know you do hear some noise as if something is going on. It sounds like someone might be frantically moving things around, but none of you have the best perception. And apparently no one does not do a good stealth roll.
And I also want to have turned into one of the dead orcs.
Okay. So do you have any knowledge Arcana, Moonbiter? Like, do you have proficiency?
No, not at all.
Alright, so yeah, you would see her kind of go and just kind of.
She did warn me ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I will do my fake noise, my fake noises.
Give me a deception check.
jazz hands.
Oh, yeah, that looked like magic to you.
Yeah, hey, it's Greg to me. As soon as she turns, I would look at her a little bit surprised, but then I would say, "You go by Throck. You like to drink, you like to gamble, and you're pretty low intelligence. So don't use any big words. I used to cheat that guy at cards all the time, so that's actually a pretty good disguise."
Will do.
Alright, so as you get closer, they definitely hear you both coming. And you would see there is a hobgoblin there who is actually one of the guys who was just at the battle. He is frantically trying to load a bunch of supplies onto a cart, and he sees you both approaching. Immediately you would notice that there are several prisoners that have been stabbed and left to just bleed out. Looks like recently, probably when he got back here. And there is one, though, who is still alive. A woman who is pretty badly beaten up. Her hands tied around her back as she kind of is sitting against a tree stump. As you approach, he yells, "Who's there?" And he grabs his dagger and grabs the woman and kind of puts the dagger to her throat, looking around.
Rock.
Is it just him?
Yeah, it looks like he's the only one in the camp. You also see a donkey strapped to like a little cart with all the supplies he was loading up.
As he hears us, and my companion says Thrak, I'll call out. I'll say, Ulzak, my friend. It's good to see that you also survived that failed attack.
He looks over and he says, "Moonbiter, you god's damn traitor! I saw what you did. Thrak, he is a traitor." He says
Traitor?
do you speak Orcish?
No.
Alright, so he's yelling at you and you have no idea what he's saying. You're kind of looking at him.
I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna stab Moonbiter.
Alright, like an actual stab?
If I can deception it so that like it looks like I'm stabbing him, but I'm not.
That would require him to act well. Do you want a chance or do you want to actually stab him?
No, I'll actually stab him.
Alright, so
Okay.
give me an attack roll with advantage, because that would definitely surprise you.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Alright, yeah. So you suddenly get a blade to your side, like, "Ugh."
I'm so sorry.
Do you have sneak attack? Or are you sneak attacking?
No, because I wouldn't have. Well, I guess I do have advantage, so yeah, I guess I would have to. Unless
You don't.
it's
Well, you don't have to. It's your call if you want to use a sneak attack, but you have the option to because he didn't see it coming.
no, then I definitely don't want to sneak attack.
All right, so give me a dagger roll, and actually give me a deception or performance check with advantage.
Oh dear.
Damage roll. So click on dagger.
That's the damage.
That's the attack roll. In chat, you have to click on the dagger
Oh.
to roll the damage.
Ooh.
Alright, so yeah, ooh, nasty hit, yeah. So you do 5 piercing damage, and yeah, give me a deception or a performance with advantage.
Absolutely deception.
So, how do you react to this Moonbiter as you just got stabbed? Like, oh.
So I'll turn to her in surprise, and then I'm going to.
Grog goes,
How far
"Brr."
away is Ulzak from us?
He's probably about 20 feet holding this lady hostage. As he sees you stabbed, do you want to look like you're wounded? Do you want to look like you're about to counterattack? Like what's your reaction?
So the way that it plays out for me is that I'm going to basically we're walking next to each other and then she stabs me, so it comes from either my side or behind me. So I'm gonna stumble forward, and pretend that I'm going down all of a sudden, and then I want to jab at Ulzak.
So he's still. Oh, so you want to kind of stumble forward, and so you don't have your halberd out right now. You said right because it was away. So you're trying to stumble forward.
Oh no! I still have my halberd. I was saying earlier that I'm not trying to stealth at all. That's why I wanted us to be moving separately, because I'm carrying my halberd around. So there's no way I would be able to be stealthy at all.
All right.
So I came into camp looking like I did when I left, and it was the gamble on whether or not anybody had made it back yet that knew that I was a traitor.
All right. So you want to try to stumble forward and stab him? He is holding this lady's his dagger to her throat right now.
Yeah.
Do you care about the hostage? Because he might just
He
try
says
to
that
kill
as I
her.
stab. Yeah, that's true.
So it's up to you if you want to try to use deception.
You know what?
To stab him or
I'll
trick
pretend
him
to
or...
go down. Yeah, no, I'll turn to Thrak and I'll look surprised, and then I'll stumble forward and fall to the ground.
Give me again deception or performance with advantage.
Boo.
Oh, well, there you go. So you go,
I do the whole
"Oh!"
cartoon death scene. I'm like, no,
And grab at
Olivia,
your-
my love.
Grab at your
Oh.
wound. So in response to this, he is going to. The hobgoblin throws the woman to the ground, and he's going to rush over, trying to stab you. Give me You are prone. Give me initiative rolls. We can play this out really quick to see if he gets to go first.
I like the idea of back at camp. You've got Quentin saying to Chili. So how long do you reckon it'll take before Karen flirts with Moonbiter?
I give it about maybe 2 days.
So you guys go first. So as this hobgoblin rushes over to use the dagger on Moonbiter, Moonbiter, you kind of catch him off guard as you jump up. Go ahead and give me an attack. Or wait, who goes first? Actually, no one. You would go first, so you can try to stab this guy if you want. As he rushes over to stab Moonbiter.
Oh boy.
Or you can, I don't know, whatever you want to do. You get to go first.
You. Oh goddamn! I almost choked.
Stab Moonbiter again.
I can say
Go
you could
along
move up
with
next
it.
to me,
No, I didn't.
and
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
oh no, you're good.
Sorry, that was.
It's like, wow, this is really a love-hate relationship. First you stab me, then you shield me. I don't know what to think.
Do you have your backup character, Moonbiter?
I always do.
It's like, I don't know what happened. He got murdered as we were saving the hostage. It was weird.
Karen
Okay,
comes back as Moonbiter and just pretends to be in for the whole campaign.
You're now Moonbiter for this campaign. Yeah, Karen got
Hey.
killed.
Badly injured does Moonbiter look?
Probably not too bad, right? With 5 damage.
Oh no,
I don't
I'm
know.
wounded.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he would definitely look wounded. You definitely cut him. So he's
Okay,
below
I'm gonna-
half health.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
Just on both of them?
It's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, so you, so if you target, are you trying to just target the guy who's running up?
Ideally,
Okay.
if I have to, I will. If I have to, I can. I will target all 3 of them. But
No, so you probably can just hit him if you angle it right, because there's enough space.
Okay, then
Go ahead and roll the damage for that for sleep. How much?
it's not even. It's not damage. You just roll 5d8. And
Yeah,
Then
yeah, that's what I mean. Roll the 5d8 and see how much HP you put to sleep.
it's like not casting the spell.
Weird.
It's the 11.
Is there a so you can't click on the spell?
Yeah, like it's just not letting me cast it. Or like
Are you out of spell
I
slots?
can click on it, but it's just.
it would still
You're
let
out
her
of spell
do it.
slots because you did shield and shield vanish.
It shouldn't matter. It should
Oh,
still.
there we go. Submit. Oh, it is because it wanted me
Yeah,
to.
you have to say what level it is. Alright, so you spend a first level spell, chanting, which kind of catches this guy off guard, and he's like, "Oh," and he suddenly falls over sleeping. You would be the next to go, Moonbiter, as you see this guy just pass out in front of you.
I
Leave him-
would
leave him- Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
I would get up slowly, and I would turn to you, and I would lift my visor, and you just see like a little blood come out of my mouth. And I'm like, did you have to be that convincing about it?
Sorry, it was I didn't know what he was saying. I panicked.
I'll as she apologizes, I'll just like wave it, and then I'm gonna walk over to Ulzak, because that's his new name, and I'm gonna grab my hempen robe out, and while he's asleep, I'm going to basically hog tie him.
So the woman says, "What's going on? Please, let me go."
That's the plan, ma'am.
And she looks a little confused as this large orc suddenly sounds like a lady talking in common. I guess she'd have the orc's voice, right?
I would have the orc's voice.
But
Yeah.
you are speaking in common, which she doesn't usually see the orcs doing. She says, "Who are you?"
I would hold up my hand, and I would say, "Time and place, lady."
Could you untie me?
Yeah, I will untie her.
Yeah, I'm messing with Ulzak, making sure that he's like triple knotted, and I'm taking his weapons away.
Alright, so you untie the woman, who's very badly beaten up. She thanks you. She says, "My name's Melody. Thank you. You saved my life." She, strangely enough, has a bit of a wood elf accent, which is a little odd for a Raylan human. but she kind of limps to her feet and says, "There are a lot more of them. They might be coming back soon. We should get out of here." She says, "We should kill that son of a bitch. He stabbed all the prisoners." And she points to Ozak, whatever you called him.
Speaking of other prisoners, how are they looking?
The other prisoners, oh, they're dead. He just
They're
stabbed
dead.
them.
There's no chance to.
Yeah, he shanked a bunch of them with a knife. You're not sure why he left her alive. It's kind of weird.
Why did he leave you alive?
I don't know. I do have some abilities with healing. Maybe he thought I could be of use. I'm a priest, you see, a priest of Paler.
As she says that, I'll look to her and say, "Do you do hands out? Because, or handouts? Because healing would be appreciated right by now." And I'll finish tying him up, and I'm going to put him in the cart that he was starting to load with supplies, and then I'm going to go grab the donkey to hook it up to the cart.
Did you untie her?
Yeah.
Okay, so she says, "I think so. Let me see if I can find my holy symbol, and I'll see what I can do." And she starts looking through the cart, trying to figure out what he did with her focus. So how much did you say you're going to add more stuff to this cart, or what are you doing?
I'm just tossing Olzak up there
On the cart?
to take
Okay.
him with us.
What else is in the cart?
So there are some supplies in the cart right now. It looks like he put some food on there. There's some ropes, a lantern. There's a sack that might have some coins in it, as it kind of jingles a bit as you put his body up there. You could use an action to search through, or
Sure. I'll do that.
Give me a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
This would be perception. Investigation is kind of more to figure out what happened somewhere.
Oh, not bad.
So
Can I find any more oil flasks?
yes. So the lantern actually has 10 oil flasks piled up next to it in a little sack. So yeah, you can take those if you want. Melody looks around, curses. She says, "I don't know what they did with my focus. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be of much use magically unless I find it."
Do I see the focus anywhere?
You could give me another perception if you want to look, but this is taking time.
Yeah, I would, as this is going on, I would, still working on getting the donkey over and hitched up, and I would say, there'll be plenty of time to look. Let's not drag this out too much. And if I'm successful, I'll start heading, point the donkey in the direction of the caravan so that we can start
Oh,
heading
we're
out.
taking it with us?
She says, "Yeah,
Might as well.
if we're taking the donkey in the carriage, it's going to be hard moving it through the woods, but or sorry, the cart, not the carriage. It's just a small wooden cart. But yes, we should move quickly. If they come back, they'll overwhelm us for sure. There was quite a few of them."
Well, let's go.
All right, so
we have-
she does one final look around, finding a small sack off to the side. She says, "I found it." And she's going to walk over to you and cast Cure Wounds, giving you 7 hit points back.
Does she also do the jazz hands?
She actually uses magic.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she does a Cure Wounds spell.
Not all placebos.
I'll thank her, and I will.
I mean,
I'll
it all
turn
looks like
to-
magics to you. You don't know what magic is.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I'm just like whatever. You guys are doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'll look at Karen and I'll say, keep the disguise for now in case they catch up to us. We might be able to bluff our way out. And turning to Melody, I'll say, just pretend to be tied up in the back and keep an eye on, Olzak over there. He might have some information that would be relevant.
She says, "I still think we should just stab him and leave him to bleed out."
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's
then-
still an option, but we'll save that for a little bit.
Yeah,
She nods.
there's
Uh,
always time to stab.
All right, so you're heading back towards the camp, moving quickly through the woods. It is a pain to get the cart over a lot of these bumps and hills, but you manage. It's probably about maybe an hour, close to an hour later when you finally get back, because moving the cart through the woods is taking a lot longer than you would have hoped.
Do we get a short rest?
So, yes, those of you who did not go, you can spend a short rest if you want and use hit dice and heal up accordingly.
Curiosity Raven, on my sheet, is there something that I need to activate so I can see those buttons, or do they need to be added manually?
Yeah, I can activate that for you.
Yeah, not a big deal, obviously, right now, but
So...
as we're going through the, as we're like slowly going through the woods, I would take a second to look at that bag to see what was in it.
Okay. So... let's see. Short rests. So you all have 2 short rests a day right now. Because it's your proficiency modifier. So there you go. Short rests. You do have to set your resources, what they recharge on, in case you want to use the long rest and short rest buttons. So that's something you could do if you want your resources to correctly recharge with those buttons. You would have to set it up. Does everyone have those, or did I forget to add it to anyone else?
No, I've got it.
Okay, good. So sorry, was someone asking me something while I was doing that?
I was gonna as we're going through, I would check that bag.
Oh, right, the bag. So you would find some silver. It looks like there are 350 silver pieces in this bag. So quite a bit. No gold, though, but that's still a good amount of money.
With the guard's help, could I have tried to save the carriage that was on fire?
Yeah, so after the battle, is there a skill you would have used to try to do that?
I can help him, because I can create water.
Okay, do you have the spells?
Help.
Do you have the spell slots to do that, or were you all out?
Let it burn.
I mean, I have my water skin, so I can just, like, dump it.
Just throw your canteens on it. No, with the oil going, it's probably at that point, especially after the fighting, it's probably beyond saving. Most of the stuff would have burned.
I only need... I think I only need water, actually. No, it's a spell. It's a spell. Gosh dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you would use both your spell slots, so...
Aren't we next to a river?
No, you're about a day's journey from a river.
Damn.
Yeah, that was in the morning, so you're pretty far away. Yeah, so you maybe could have saved a couple of barrels of food or something, but most of the stuff on that car would have been destroyed.
Can I try to salvage anything? I mean, most metal probably wouldn't have... I doubt the fire burnt hot enough.
Yeah, no, there's most of the stuff on there was supplies. You probably could have salvaged some like grappling hooks or some of the supplies, maybe added it to another carriage. That's fine. Because I'm assuming you weren't trying to take any of the supplies for yourself, right?
No.
Yeah, so you could have.
Why would I steal from the carriages?
Yeah, I assumed you wouldn't have.
None of us would ever steal from the carriages.
Yeah, exactly.
Why save a burning carriage?
I mean, these supplies are desperately needed for Chaur.
Yeah, to help the people at Chaur. So I'll say you save some of them, maybe. Some of the non-perishable, like non-food stuffs and like non-ropes, and put them on a different carriage.
Was the dagger unknown? Was it known that the dagger was there? Or would I have had any reason to know that that dagger existed in this caravan?
No one mentioned anything, so you probably...
I thought Ophelia did.
Oh, did Ophelia mention something?
I mean, that's the only reason
so
why I knew it.
There was something mentioned last game. I don't know if you would have shared it with Marcellinus, because I guess he was in the background. So yeah, let's say you knew that there was something being guarded in that wagon that was pretty heavily guarded.
I would definitely look for her if I knew it was being guarded.
Give me an investigation check because you're looking at the fire.
Damn, not perception.
Well, investigation is to kind of figure out what
I
happened.
know.
So something strange, because 14 actually isn't a bad roll. It looks like you would have expected the fire to come from outside, from a burning arrow or something, but you do figure out that someone actually did pour oil on the inside and set this thing ablaze, which is odd for someone to do in the middle of the fight, unless they maybe were trying to cover their tracks.
Okay, with that realization, do I find the melted remains of the dagger?
You find the box that is well, no, it would be burned to ashes, so you probably wouldn't find any melted remains of any dagger or anything like that, because like you said, the metal wouldn't have melted.
So it would be logical for me to conclude that the dagger's been taken.
Yes, someone probably took it, because you don't see it anywhere.
I would tell the group and tell Shock. Is that his name?
Yeah, during the fight.
Yeah.
You mentioned this to him afterwards. He says, "Yeah, no, I took a look. Someone knew what we were carrying," which is a little distressing because no one should have known.
But
Seems
no one
smarter
knew.
than the average orc to do.
Or no one knew, and they just went for the nicest box, which it probably was.
But then burnt
This is how would they
everything.
have seen the box? It was buried under a bunch of other stuff. Someone knew
They're
about
attacking-
this, he says. This was
They're
planned.
attacking a bunch of wagons moving to Chaur, and they've done it repeatedly. They go for the one they've got the best chance of. They probably would have raided all of them, but we fought them off. So they just, when they saw it was going south, they went for the area they had best advantage of, which was the south. Grabbed what was looked in the nicest box because they figured that'll be expensive.
Give me a deception
then-
check.
I don't actually know. I don't know who took it.
Well, I'm not sure what you're arguing for right now.
He's arguing just to argue.
Yeah.
I'm just arguing to argue.
So,
it makes
How
he,
convincing do
it
you
makes
sound
no
in this
sense to
chat?
burn it in their tracks. I mean, they wanted
Yeah,
to raid
he
us.
says-
Why would we find a perfectly good
if
carriage?
they were just randomly raiding, they wouldn't have just happened to burn the carriage that had it. This was set up. Someone
Maybe
knew
one
about
orc-
the dagger.
Maybe one orc had a tendency for pyro, for setting things ablaze. You don't know.
And
They
he
are still
shakes his
people
head.
as well. They
Well,
are
Have
still
maybe-
orcs,
people.
have
maybe-
They
orcs
all
discovered
have
fire yet?
No.
What are you saying, Philia?
Well, maybe someone just wanted to see what's in the box. Again, we weren't talking very quietly when I was discussing with the group that we found the dagger. But
So-
Do you think it's
You-
on in the group?
So you actually never, I don't think, let Shock. Did you let Shock know that you knew about the dagger? I don't
No.
think anyone did.
No, we never
Nope.
did. We never told
Yeah.
them.
So he would say, "I'm." So wait, what do you say to him exactly?
Phelia's is gonna go ahead and quickly toss it with her hair, come up with an excuse. The dagger could have been shiny, maybe. Again, we weren't sure why that caravan was protected as much, and they could have just thought that, oh, something's in there, it's really important.
So, question, Marcellinus, did you mention the dagger to him?
Shock.
Yeah, did you mention like?
I would have told him they was missing.
Yeah. So he, as you say that, he would have said, "How did you know about the dagger?" Suddenly, very curious.
Me or
Yeah.
to Marcellus?
Marcellius.
I heard about the others talking about it.
He kind of looks to the rest of you. He says, "You all knew about the dagger we were transporting."
Dagger? What dagger? I didn't know about no dagger. What dagger are we
you
on
already
about?
rolled your 3 in deception.
I know, but I didn't know who's selling it.
That's
Never
why
said
it
he
sounds like
believed
that.
Yeah.
me. Never said he believed me. It's just like, what
So
dagger?
yeah, now he kind of looks curiously at all of you. He says, "Did you all know about the dagger we were moving, and how did you know?"
Let me roll this first before I would say anything. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Phelia's gonna go ahead and try. Well, maybe we overheard one of the guards talking about something they're protecting, and we got perhaps the
says,
flame. But
he says none of the guards knew what exactly we were transporting. They just knew it was important.
they knew. Ooh, deception roll again. Hold on. Hold on.
At what point do we show up?
I'll get to that in a moment.
I'll get to
The
you.
liars, the best liars aren't here. We're all fucked.
I said
Oh no, I'm a good liar.
Ophelia's a pretty good liar, actually.
Philia will go, well, we do know that there was a big bad man, or perhaps someone named a wizard around here, and that you were underneath his diary.
So that's not really a deception.
Ah!
He would say, wizard. So how did you know? And as he's talking, you would see you would hear a yell from the north as he turns around, and you would see a carriage kind of approaching the caravan, led by Moonbiter, and in the back there is, of course, no one who looks like an orc, another orc passed out, and a woman who you don't recognize.
I actually would have turned back to Karen
Oh,
sometime.
to Karen? Alright, so Karen's back there.
Like once we were kind of like a third to a quarter of the way back to like away from.
Okay, yeah, so you look like yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
So
well, they're back.
Shock, Shock, distracted, kind of runs over. He sees the three of you, and he says, Mel, you're alive! And he runs over, and she says, Shock, is that you? And they kind of embrace, and he says, I thought you were dead. Oh, thank the gods. He looks to Moonbiter, and he says, thank you, you found her. I thought she had been killed.
I'll raise an eyebrow, and I would say you're already acquainted.
Yes, and she kind of maybe blushes a little and says, yes, we know each other quite well. We had been traveling together during one of the attacks, and we got separated. He nods, smiling. Or go ahead.
Is there romantic undertones to this?
What's your insight? I mean, it's pretty obvious. You think they are probably romantically involved.
Oh shit. Yeah, my insight. I have like a +1 mod.
Oh yeah. Quentin knows for sure. He's like, yeah, he's Shock's definitely into her. So yeah, they hug. He seems very happy that she's alive. He says, "Oh, thank the gods, Mel. I thought you were killed. I was so upset with myself for leaving you." And she says, "You had to run. If you had come with me, you might have been dead. They only spared me because I told them of my healing abilities. They wouldn't have kept you alive. They didn't keep most of the soldiers alive." He says, "All right. Well, was there anyone else? Did anyone else survive?" He looks to Moonbiter.
No, they were all dead when we got there.
Ah, damn it.
But we did take a prisoner.
This is the bastard. We should just kill him. Melody says, Shock, there are many more of them. There were two large groups. It looks like you only, from the dead here, I'm guessing you only fought half of them. We can't stay here. We should go. And he nods. He says, yes. It's probably better to just make our way through the dark if there's that many more. I don't think we could survive another attack.
So, by the way, DM, the sleep spell only lasts like a minute.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he'd probably be tied up and just keeping quiet for now, because he's probably scared that you're just going to kill him. So yeah, he'd be awake, kind of sitting there tied up against the carriage, in the carriage. So Shock would say, I don't know if we should chance leaving this filth alive. If he makes noise or gets free, he could be a liability. We might just want to kill him.
He could tell. He may be able to tell us who the mole is.
Mole? What do you mean?
Haven't we had this discussion? about whether or not there's a mole in the caravan?
He says, "Well,
We weren't here for that, I think.
It was a possibility that someone. So you had that discussion with the guards. I don't know if you talked to
No,
Shock about that.
No, she did. Karen did.
Oh, Karen did.
Yeah.
So he says, "Well, I mean, we said it was a possibility, but I don't know if. Do you think there actually was a mole?"
Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out.
He nods. He says, "All right. Well, we should start moving. Question if you want, or question him if you want. See what you can find out. Otherwise, I think we should just kill him." And he kind of shakes a bit, trying to say something, but I'm assuming you gagged him.
Yeah, we'll start moving, and I'll just I'll sit on the carriage with him, and I will begin my interrogation.
Okay. What are you gonna say to him?
Well, first I'm gonna remove the gag, and I'm just gonna be like, "So, do you have any information for us?"
He is going to.
Can I give her? Can I, with the backstory of me knowing this person, can I aid her with this?
What would you say?
So basically, as soon as she ungags him and we start going our way, I would, and she asked the question, I would turn and say, "Uzlak, we're hired swords. There's nothing worth dying for here. We've already lost, so might as well just put yourself in a nice cell somewhere than to be keep quiet."
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
He says, "What do you want to know? If you promise to let me live, I'll tell you."
Of course. Tell me everything that you know about where the camp, where the rest of your buddies are. I want to know what brought you here to this road, and why, and who told you to keep attacking these?
So I'm assuming you're kind of walking behind the cart as you question him. Is anyone? Are you all here, or is this just the two of them?
I mean,
I'd still be driving the cart, I assume, as we're trying to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this cart, it's not something you usually would drive. Like the donkey's just pulling it. It's pretty small. It just has a bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So you're
yeah,
probably
I'm
leading
the
the donkey. Yeah, exactly. So I'll say any of you who want to be could be there during this discussion, or else you might be off doing something else. It's up to you.
I'll be there.
Quinta's just walking next to Ophelia.
What about Marcellinus?
He would stay for the interrogation.
Okay. So the hobgoblin, give me a persuasion check. No one. Oof. All right. He says.
Would he get advantage since I was helping her?
So with
promising his life.
So usually with helping someone, you would just both make the roll, and I would use the higher one. That's usually how I do.
Oh, gotcha.
How I do helping. So he says, "What guarantees can you give me that you'll let me go if I tell you?" He says, I don't trust this one." He points at Moonbiter. "He's already betrayed our people once."
Oh, you shouldn't trust him.
I'll turn to him. Go ahead.
But you can trust me. I mean, I've done nothing but tell you the truth.
He says, I have no idea who you are. I haven't seen you before."
Exactly. So you have no idea if I've been lying to you or not.
Okay.
How smart is this guy?
Were you saying something, Moonbiter?
As that dialogue happens, I would turn to him and I would, my visors lifted so I can see my face, and I would smile and I would say, "Come on, buddy, we're sellswords. You and I both know that what we originally were sent out here for wasn't it. There's nothing proud about what we're currently doing. Just because Orkrend got his britches in a twist, that's the only reason we're out here fighting caravan guards. What's there to gain by staying quiet?"
He says, Orkar did what he had to do to maintain maintain our goals. We were already betrayed once. We couldn't just leave here empty-handed. The soldiers need pay. I do not fault him for his choice to attack Chaur.
Maybe he should have taken payment up front before we were sent out here. Maybe you should blame him a little bit more than that.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage. Alright, so he doesn't really say anything. Is anyone else saying anything?
After
So,
Princess just
look,
seen her.
listen. You know, you're right. You know, we've done nothing but, you know, keep you hostage. You shouldn't trust us. But listen, if you tell us everything, not only will we let you go, we'll kill Moonbiter as well.
I assume you're doing a deception?
Yep.
Sure, give me a deception roll. 13.
It's okay. Come on, man.
How do you react to that, Moonbiter, when she says that?
I would look towards her a little bit surprised. And I would look at Olzak and I would smile again and say,
What's
You
your
were never-
insight?
remind me.
-1.
Oh, it's -1. So.
So you might be a little concerned when she says this.
I did
Oh yeah, I am. But I'll turn to Olzak and I'll say, well, you weren't much of a gambler, bud, and neither am I. So we'll see where this goes.
You know
And I'll
that
stay quiet after that.
You know that these hobgoblins are more strategists than the orcs are. They're more of the kind of leaders of the groups, so they're a little bit harder to deceive. He says, "You would kill this one who helped you."
Absolutely.
At this point, I would, as she
is,
says that, I would say, you should totally trust her. I helped, and I'm going to get killed now, so maybe you should help too and see what happens to you.
He says, "I'll tell you what. If you kill him, I'll tell you whatever you wish to know."
Okay. I will stab Moonbiter.
While
So at
you-
this point, I
Can
know it's
stop
coming.
this?
I will react at this point, since clearly I know it's coming, since they're
Alright.
just talking about it.
So normal attack roll. All the guards suddenly look up, very concerned at what's going on. No, so he would dodge back as you try to stab him. I assume you're not going to let her stab you, right?
No, I wouldn't. And what my reaction would be to that is that I will whirl around with my halberd, but I'm not going to target no one. I'm actually going to target Olzak and try to cut his ropes.
Dude.
Alright. So give me an attack roll.
Boop.
Alright, oh, good roll. So you bring your halberd down, which freaks him out because it's coming right at him, but you instead cut through the ropes that are binding him. Surprising him. He looks around for a moment freed as there's a bunch of people with weapons. He looks to you kind of curiously. What's everyone going to do?
I grapple him.
Alright, so Quentin kind of jumps on him. Give me a...
I don't think that was
Or sorry, Marcellinus.
Marcellinus.
Give me a athletics, but you are at disadvantage because of the exhaustion from going down. Oh, good roll. So let's see. Does he do well on his check? Oh, and I just realized we're over time. He's going to use athletics as well. No, so he would fail, and you have him grabbed. He's like, "Ugh." So you're holding him. What are you all gonna do at this point?
I'm gonna look at Moonbiter for a second and be like, what the hell?
Look at you, and I'll put my hand to my side where I've already been stabbed once and said, I just met you.
Hey, you know what? I apologized for that.
Can I retie? I've got rope. Can I retie his restraint?
Yeah, sure. So as he actually doesn't resist too much because I think he realizes that if he tries to fight and run, he's just going to get stabbed because there's a bunch of guards there ready to kill him. So he will let you restrain him again.
I will turn to the hobgoblin
Yeah.
and explain to him I worship at the shrine of Ilmater. He takes on the suffering of others, takes on their pain. But for him to take on your pain, you have to be in pain. So don't make you need my God to help you right now. And tell us what you know.
Give me a intimidation check.
Can I help him with that?
What are you gonna say?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna pull out a cloth and water and just gently put the cloth over his face and pull out my water skin.
You trying to waterboard him?
Yup.
I don't think you would have knowledge of torture tactics unless you had. I mean, I'm not even sure what skill that would be.
Soldier?
Intimidation.
And
Yeah,
today we
why?
invented a new skill.
I mean, I have intimidation.
So do I, yeah.
That might actually be more like medicine to know how to simulate drowning for someone.
Medicine?
That.
Yeah, like knowing how to trigger certain reactions from someone, like making them
Then
think they're drowning.
With all this going on, Quinston's gonna like walk away because they're all getting very dark very, very quickly.
But is there anything you want to say to intimidate him, Philia?
Philia will go fine. She won't even do all the waterboarding tactics. Philia will whisper in his ear that not only is the god of his god, he can come attack you. My god can also come and drown you to the depths of the dark ocean.
Oh, that's true. You are a sailor, so you might know something about drowning. All right, well, go ahead. Give me both of you. Give me what's your, give me
Intimidation.
intimidation. Yeah, I keep thinking deception. All right. So he says, "All right. Look, just promise to let me go, and I'll tell you whatever you wish."
I'm
You
going
need to
to.
tell us things first.
I'm going to jump up onto the cart and look him dead in the eye and say, "That has long passed. Either you tell us what is going to happen, or you're going to have to face the wrath of the gods."
I'll let you go if you tell us the truth.
Oh, we're not letting this asshole go.
So
Yeah, you can do what you like. I will let him go.
He looks to Marcellinus and he says, although I am a mercenary, I do believe in honor and loyalty. If you give me your word, friend, I will tell you what you wish to know.
I give you my word that I will release the restraints I put on you. And I will make no action to stop you leaving.
He says, and will your friends as well?
I can't speak for them, I'm afraid.
I'll step back down. Alright, we'll play your game.
So we might want to pause here because it is 2:13 and this might be more involved. So why don't we do MVP votes and we'll do the interrogation next time.
Do we level up?
You can only level up on a long rest, so you have to wait till a long rest. Sorry, you might have enough XP. I won't say one way or the other.
Karen, just to be sure that you didn't miss it, out of the 300 silver that we got, I gave you 100.
Oh, thank you. You paid me for the stab?
No, you paid me for stabbing me.
Oh, did you keep that, or did you just split it amongst you two?
Yeah, well, I RP'd it while you were talking, but I wasn't sure if she was looking at chat, so I want to make sure this didn't get... That she had a chance to react to it if she wanted to. But yeah, I kept 200, I gave you 100, and then we had a moment. And then you tried to stab me again. I'm not sure what that means. It's a weird relationship.
A lot of stabbing each other. Alright,
I was trying something. It didn't work.
Alright, I got 3 votes. I think I need
Sorry,
2
how
more.
do you do the DM again?
It looks like this without the parentheses.
Ah.
Wait, what's kinky? What did I miss?
The stabbing.
Is that kinky? I mean, I guess it could be. Bunch of weirdos.
It's what the kids do nowadays.
Alright, I got 4 votes.
As a kid, I'm not sure that's true.
Need 1 more. Who am I missing?
Is me.
Although I think I know who got it. Yeah, with 3 votes, no one. You are MVP. Congrats.
Oh, awesome.
All right, good game, everyone. Oh, no one. I think you were MVP last week too. Crowd favorite, so you get another inspiration point. So it is currently the 88th, I believe. Yeah, it was a day later, so it's the 88th at about 10 o'clock when we're ending. Yeah, so good game, everyone. Glad everyone survived the attack, and I'll see you next time. We'll do some more interrogation of this prisoner.
And I will eventually want to identify this dagger.
Apparently waterboarding him.
I mean, hey, it works, okay?
Yeah. I've
What?
been cut. It works. I promise.
Oh, yeah.
See you next week, everybody.
Alright, take care, everyone.
Yeah. DM, could you make a file for the wild shapes just so they're not all stuck at the top? So I've got stuff to go through.
Yeah, I can move things around.
Okay, I just thought it'd be easier if it had was its own files for me to look at.
Yeah, I usually put them under resources, so it'll probably be down there. Oh, and I should probably reveal the new people to the group. We forgot to do some descriptions because we were kind of caught up in everything.
It all happened very quickly.
Yeah. The battle was a little more chaotic than I would have liked.
Oh, it kept it fun.
Alright, Moonbiter. Also reveal you.
I didn't realize I'd be having to play the moral center of this group.
I mean, I kind of realized you would. This group has done questionable things.
Is this their first time playing D&D?
I don't know if it's their first time. I think everyone here has played before, but I don't know for sure. Maybe for some of them it might be.
But cool. Thank you for the game.
Yeah, no, we'll continue the story next time and kind of hopefully figure out where everyone falls morally. I think we'll see that soon enough.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Thanks.
take care.
Okay, bye.
Taking notes. Is anyone still on Twitch? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we had Red Bajir on for a moment, but I think he popped off. Alright. Hopefully everyone watching enjoyed. It says someone's watching. Wonder if that's me. next week, no one will be scribe, most likely. Oh, I have to add our 2 newcomers whose names escape me. Oh yeah, Moonbiter and Marcellus. Okay, so added them. Wait, who is scribe this week? Did I forget to assign scribe duty? Uh-oh. Or no, it was Quentin. I think I assigned it to Quentin. Alright. Got that taken care of. Next game will start on the 88th at 10 p.m. As the group tortures a prisoner, probably. That will be the second. Alright, that's all set up. It's all set up. Alright, well, looks like everyone's off Twitch, so I'll end it here. Have a good Tuesday, everyone. Take care.